Alright, where the fuck is everyone? I guess I'm going about it on my own today? Okay, first things first. Before we start anything, I need to... Where the fuck is Jill? We're really gonna try here. We're really gonna try to make Jill good for the end of the game. She has not been good so far. But hey, maybe as a third tier unit, she'll be okay. Maybe. Just maybe. And then I need to give Har some more axes. That's what I need to do. I need to give Har some more axes. Because he was kind of running out at our last attempt on this. Okay, well, seriously, where the fuck is everybody? Selfie said he'd be here, like, 7 minutes ago? Okay, thank God.
Yep, all of you.
Hi.
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 You should stream your game.
Well, now there's actually people here to stream the game, too.
Yes.
I'm dumping a bunch of bonus experience into Jill, in the hopes that maybe it will help.
Wait, who?
Jill.
Oh, the Jill? We needed to save it for Meg.
I have a shitload left. I can give the rest to Meg after Jill gets to tier 3.
Oh, we've already Jill to tier 3? That makes sense. That should have been done a lot earlier.
It should have. We used all our bonus experience earlier to bring her up to tier 2, so...
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Also, hi.
Hi. I need you to stop me from trying to horde hunt before I beat the game, because every time there's a horde, I try for a bit, then I'm like, I need to.
Oh no, I was doing that for a little bit too. Well, what happened was by the time I got to the third year, I was like, fuck it. I want all the I want to be able to fly. So I started rushing through the game in order to start flying. And I went back and I was just like, yeah, at this point, I'll just finish all the mainline quest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I stopped to horde hunt because I was getting really annoyed that everyone had a shiny but me, and now I have a shiny Machamp, so it worked out. I have Shaka Braham, the Machamp.
Congrats on getting the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, hi stream.
Hi stream. Is anyone even here?
No. You're not even barking at anyone.
Hello, Kaz.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Hello, Sev.
Rah, 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 rah. Oh, wow, there's a red light over there. I wonder who that could be.
Dogs are stupid, honestly.
They are. But I love him. He's my favorite idiot. Also, did you spectate the bullshit hitboxes I was posting?
I did see them. The floor is yours if you want to talk about them. There's nothing going on.
Yeah, so I've been playing a lot of Rivals of Ether. That game is a lot of fun, but before, I just really didn't have a character I clicked with. But recently, the game got updated to have 4 new characters from the Sing Workshop. So if you're in the Discord, if you're watching the VOD, fuck you, join the Discord anyways, and scroll back to this exact date and this exact time. But yeah, basically, this character is a war crime. his in-game reason is that he is a war criminal, so it matches up.
So there's actual reasons for him to be a war crime.
Yeah, like he has Din's fire. That's like the size of a fucking meteor.
Din's meteor. Okay, that's
And
more like it. Those are actual stats, Jill.
he has like Donkey Kong back air, which is fast as fuck. All of his moves combo. He has 3 jumps. He can chase you anywhere. His fucking gun is both like a spacing tool and a combat tool. Imagine if Din's fire like brought the opponent into you, so you can like up smash and kill them at 80.
For his neutral special, he wields a gun.
Yeah, and then he's also Snake, so he has bombs.
That sounds really stupid.
This character is a war crime, but I love him.
He's your war crime?
He is my war crime.
Anyway, can we talk about how fucking ugly Sneasler is?
I mean, sure.
Fucking hate that thing. I was like probably okay when it wasn't a fucking ride Pokemon. Because now I have to actually sit there and look at it.
He's just like not menacing at all.
It's so ugly.
He's so jaded. This is like the fucking high school dropout that dropped out because he got kicked out from weed.
Yeah, no, this is like Weavile is cool. This is like a Chuny who like.
This is the tall kid that's This is the tall kid that smokes in the back of the classroom that the teacher doesn't notice.
The kid who thinks he's hot shit, but in reality just looks like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
No, I hate Sneasler.
Don't worry,
I don't understand how I don't understand how Cheryl likes Sneasler.
He's okay. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world.
No, it's not the worst design in the game, but we're not allowed to talk about the others.
I just wish he didn't like stand Sun the way he did, because the big like Sneasler's space like animation is just like so static. He's so like unenjoyed with the world.
We can't. Oh, we don't have Meg here. We have to save the rest of it for Meg. I need to get axes for Har. But no, and the worst part is, like, I didn't like how Sneasler looked before, but seeing it in live action, I'm just so disappointed.
I should like a lot of the mons in this game. I didn't think I would, but I've come around to like most of them, especially Basque Legion.
Basque Legion looks neat. I think Electrode looks like less bad when you see it in 3D.
I don't think it changed for me. I think it's still fucking Electrode.
It's Electrode, except maybe it'll be slightly better. It's definitely one of the less. It's definitely one of like the more pointless ones.
Right.
Arcanine still looks cool. I would have put it on my team, except I found Shaka Braham first, so.
Yes.
Alright.
Oh shit, I have a final. Like, a huge final.
Do you know?
Yes, it's worth... Actually, let me check my grades, because I'm curious. I won't check my grades, I just do the classic.
Here are the minions of the Dark God! Go forth, disciples, and deliver the holy judgment of the goddess! Destroy them!
I'm trying to have a good night here.
Tack told me to do it for this character last time.
I'm trying to have a good night here, Tack.
Whenever Mia gets to the 5th area, we shall celebrate. I unlocked the 5th area, then I went back because there was a horde, and I'm like, how much more time could I possibly waste between this and side quests?
So this matters a lot because I'm at a 74%, and this is worth a 12th of my grade.
Damn. Don't fuck it up.
So let me see. Yeah. So 407 out of 600 is 67%. So, and then obviously again, all these points here and put me at a 76. So let me see if I go, let's just say I get 20 questions right. I still pass the class.
I mean, passing is the important thing. Just 50% plus 1.
I don't know. Also, the other issue with it is that I don't know how many questions are on the test. But it looks like even if I just get 1/5 of the test right, I will still be able to pass it. Alongside the extra credit.
How'd you miss extrasensory? Nah.
Mia playing fucking Pokemon while also streaming.
This is not intensive.
Use your grass. Thank you. Or your stone, whatever the fuck it's called.
Do you really think Skirmir does weed?
Probably. Probably because of Sword.
Right, Soren's just a bad influence.
60 minutes to complete 25 questions. So if I get 5 questions right,
okay,
I pass the
Jill
test.
is saved. Jill has been saved.
Oh, I get 2 attempts? Okay, I'm literally cheating this.
Alright.
But I am gonna spend all this time to do it, starting.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I support cheating, but it's all bullshit anyways, so.
Yeah, fuck the public school system.
Fuck school in general.
Fuck the private school system too.
Yeah, that was worse than the public school system. Ileana, we haven't fed you a kill in a while. I've gotten like a fair amount of the wisps just by like looking around. But I will probably have to resort to a guide later.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, you missed! How'd you miss? But no, I wanted to bring up Sneasler, both because I have unlocked Sneasler, and also because the horde that showed up is for Sneasel.
Haha. These are Greek style. Style includes.
Alright, Leonardo.
It'd be really nice if someone just took all this shit.
God, why are longbows in this game fucking dog shit?
Oh fuck, someone actually did make a Quizlet for it. It's based. I don't usually get the Quizlet answered.
Never mind, Leo hit a 38, let's go. Now, at the very least, Sneasel is, like, good enough that you don't have to evolve it into Sneasler.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Okay, that was funny. I got pushed off the ledge by Sneasel, and so I'm drowning in the battle animation. And it's still playing the drowning animation, but I'm not drowning. I'm just kind of sitting there.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah, I know. If these guys ever get freed from BDSP jail, Sneasler is going to be broken, and Sneasel is arguably better Toxicroak.
Haha. Yeah, you're right. It's a lot faster.
It's Toxicroak, but with base 115 speed.
Yeah. Leona Toxicroak's problem is not being fast enough, too. Like, actually.
Like, it's literally just Toxicroak with the problem solved.
Dude, I think the funniest part is, like, how threatening Swords Dance Weavile is. Because you would think a bomb that, like, is so fragile, can't click Swords Dance, that everyone is so fucking afraid of it, that it gets to click Swords Dance on, like, 50 million SWAT. It's so dumb. And it has, like, triple axle kick, which is dumb and stupid.
Yeah. No. Can we go take a look at... How much attack does Toxicroak have? Yeah, like... base 95... Sneasel is 95, so Toxicroak has... Toxicroak has... Toxicroak is 106.
Nice.
But no, like... Babies, like Hisui and Sneasel just looks like better Toxicroak, so...
That's crazy. gets to use a violate if it really wanted to.
Yeah. Or I actually don't think it would click banned. You just click Swords Dance, especially if it gets, God forbid, if it gets close combat or something. Or
I
I mean
think it
knockoff.
does. I'm pretty sure it gets CC.
I mean, it gets CC by default. It's a fighting type. But what if it gets like knockoff?
Yeah, you'd have to wait to see how it transfers because it probably doesn't have knockoff at its base.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, maybe it does. Maybe via egg moves.
Yeah, if you
Maybe
get egg
not.
moves, it probably gets the same egg moves as like regular Sneasel.
It gets like Ice Punch and shit like that. Dude, Toxic Rook with Ice Punch. Does it normally get Ice Punch?
I don't know. I have never used a Toxic Rook.
Okay, but that'd be super good because like Lando is like one of your biggest checks, and you just beat the shit out of it. The only thing that you can't really beat immediately is like Toxic X, but like, yeah, him and everyone else.
No, Sneasler, fucking Sneasler looks like it'll be pretty fucking busted.
What country is the Taj Mahal in?
India?
India? Okay, just making sure.
Okay.
I thought it was India. I thought it was like...
Is this like the same when you're taking a math test and you do 2 + 2 on your calculator just to make sure?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
It's like, I don't have a reason to fail this test, especially if I get to take it fucking twice. Dude, I like online classes for classes that are bullshit because you get to cheat so hard.
Mm-hmm. It's a good thing nobody watches these streams, so nobody can expose you.
Oh no, I cheated in fucking college. Oh no. Because no one has ever done that before. Even, listen, being a top student means knowing where to cheat and how to cheat.
Yeah. Toxic Rogue gets Ice Punch via TM and Sword Shield, according to Seb.
Okay. That sort of makes sense.
Oh god. I fucking love Legends, though. This game is so good. I like it more the more I play it. Except for trying to catch things on Basket Legion. That's fucking annoying.
Just fix the water physics, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just let Pokeballs fall through the water.
Yeah. That would solve all the problems, but trying to catch something like Barboach or Remoraid, especially because they're blue, and therefore they're like impossible to see.
Yeah, those ones are hard.
It's just annoying.
I've also done like probably 11 Mantine outbreaks. I haven't gotten a shiny Mantine, and I'm sad because it's one of the few shinies I've been like actively trying to get.
Mm-hmm. No, I was aiming for a Sliggoo because I just put my Goodra on my team, and I was like, oh, I could get a shiny. There's an outbreak right here. But then I read then I found out that Hisuian Goodra is depressed because it has attachment issues, and I'm like, I can't replace this one. I can't replace him. So I tried a lot of different ones, but eventually ended up with Shaka Braham.
See.
Jill? Jill, please don't die right after we promoted you. That would be really embarrassing. Okay, so if you drown in a battle, you don't get like warp back to start. No, I keep trying to find some way to cheese fall damage in this game.
You can't. One time I was I think it was my most recent death or something.
The one where I picked up your satchel, or?
Yeah, where'd you pick it up at?
It was near like the arena in the 4th area.
Okay, so here's what happened. I was shaking, or I was like grabbing the Pokemon that was out of the tree. Well, I was first off just trying to hit the tree because I was trying to raise happiness on my Golbat. But it was shaking. I didn't notice, so I started flying. It turns out if you're flying, when you initiate a battle, you stop flying and you fall straight to the ground and die.
Nice.
Oops.
How do you find friend satchels? I don't know if it's like how I got. It was pretty much just random chance that I happened to find Zelfie's satchel on my map.
I believe if you're friends with someone on the Switch, you're more likely to find their satchels. Because one of my other friends told me they found another one of my satchels.
Damn, you die a lot.
I've died 6 times.
I've died
every time due to fall damage.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right.
My favorite death is as soon as I got weird here, I jumped off the fucking ledge.
Oh yeah.
I think half the players in the game did that.
No, it took me a while to die to fall damage. It took me until the 3rd area, but I was like, I wonder what happens if you land in water, and then I missed the water. I was aiming for the ocean, too, by the way. There was literally just, like, a tiny little... Yo, nice front flip, Sanaki. Like, a tiny little rock right outside the cliff that I couldn't see because of the angle I was jumping at, and I landed on that.
Oops.
And I was like, damn, guess I ate shit today.
Yeah. Oops.
But no, my first death was to fucking Paris.
Oh, of course.
That thing is a monster. And then I think every other death of mine has been to fall damage.
Oh, well, I'm not counting the boss fight deaths because I intentionally threw a lot of those fights.
No, I died once to the boss in the 4th area.
That boss is a pain in the ass once he gets to the 2nd phase because you literally can't throw balls like after he gets the blue ball. And I did every one of this boss's hitless. I got the first one, the second one first try, but everyone else took me a while, especially Arcanine. Arcanine probably took me the longest.
I had a really easy time with Arcanine just because I kept one-shotting it.
That's fair. I didn't use any Pokemon.
Yeah, no, it turns out when you pick the water starter, the fire rock type is not really an issue.
Right. I could have used my Pokemon too. I had a Basculegion by that point, but like also.
Sev says, you know, my stupidest death is fucking Bronzer making me sleep, then a nose pass using Rock Slide on me.
Oh no, I've seen people. Oh wait, I actually have had a Pokemon death. It is because of that. I got fucking comboed.
Yeah. No, the only Pokemon that's killed me is Paris. So now I'm wondering, given the fact that Paris is like not native to Sinnoh in modern time, did they just go on like a cult to make the world a better place?
Yeah, like why the fuck is Paris
Paris
here? Literally, why is Paris here? Or why is Paris everywhere?
Same with Drifloon, which is like super rare in Sinnoh now. It makes me wonder if they just kind of got rid of it, because you know how do I put this? You know how after Jaws, humans killing sharks became like more of a thing?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like that, where one kid got stolen away by a Drifloon, and now everyone's like, we must kill all the Drifloon.
Right.
And consequently, Drifloon's pretty much extinct in Sinnoh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was not expecting Paris to be A in the game and B as much of a fucking pain in the ass.
Right.
And it's in every single area.
Yeah.
So why not Staravia too while they were at it? Staravia's fine. It was like scary at the start of the game, but then I got Luxio and I was fine.
Yeah, Bronzor's a bitch.
Oh yeah, the non-fall damage death you got, Kaz, was getting comboed by Hyper Beam into a homing Shadow Ball. That's kind of hilarious.
I've also seen that shit too. I remember flying and then fucking homing Shadow Ball, or I don't think it was Shadow Ball. I think it was like Energy Ball. Just fucking came at my fucking ass. Holy shit, man.
No, I haven't gotten flying yet, so.
Flying changes everything. I felt so good after getting it.
Well, can we have like a moment of silence for Hisui and Braviary now that I've seen the stats on that thing?
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's dog shit. Yeah. Why would you use it over Sigilith?
Yeah, no, Hyper Beam just instantly puts you to red. It doesn't kill you, I don't think, but I got hit and went right to red from full by a Hyper Beam Octillery. No. I would argue Weirdeer is the better of the two new psychic types, and Weirdeer is not impressive in the slightest. But also, it didn't have to be. All it had to be was not Stantler.
Right.
That's the only question they asked in the interviews. Are you better than Stantler? Yes? Okay, you're hired. You know, I really like this game.
Great.
I'm glad that Pokemon is finally making use of all this like great lore they set up and then do nothing with.
Yeah, I think what is actually the coolest part is because earlier today I was evolving my other masculine because the female is different, has a different stat spread, and what I realized is that if you faint while trying to do the recoil challenge, you actually reset all your progress, and why that is cool because masculine, just like Pokedex entry literally says, oh yeah, this is only the masculine that survived the true challenge of not dying. And like fainting counts as like actually dying. And it fully clicked. It's like, oh shit. That's why it's taken so fucking long to evolve. And it's like, oh shit, this ties back into the Pokedex.
Damn, female Basculegion is just strictly worse looking at these chats.
I mean, it has adaptability, right?
Does it?
Does it? It should.
Yes, it has rattled adaptability or mold breaker.
Okay, but like adaptability spec shadowball.
True. I hope it won't get Poltergeist, but if it gets Poltergeist, there will be hell to pay.
Right. What?
Guess we're resetting for Sigrid.
Oh, did Sigrid die?
Sigrid died.
That's a pain. You should not let her die.
I should not let her die. I should probably put Soth there instead of Sigrid. Soth's probably bulkier. Oh yeah, we're playing Fire Emblem, by the way.
By the way.
This is literally just going to be a Legends podcast, but...
basically.
You know. I like that this game, like, has so much... Like, obviously it plays to the lore, but also there's just, like, a lot of show-don't-tell things to think about. Like, there's a photo in Kamato's office of him and his wife, and it's, like, super old. And I'm like, damn, what if the reason he's so cagey about Pokemon is because his wife died?
says the person who's like, I don't trust Kamato.
I don't trust him. I do not trust Kamato. I'm just saying, maybe he thinks Pokemon are dangerous because his wife died somehow.
And yes, and that's why he leads the Pokemon catching expedition, because
he does jack shit. He sits there and he's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna like colonialize all these fuckers."
Are you sure that's why you don't like him? Because he's Americanizing people.
I mean, we are.
Well, I guess he's like Britishizing people, which is even worse.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the fact that the Galaxy team were like kind of sort of colonizers, just without the racism, has been a little bit weird for me. Like it's a weird thing to think about, you know?
Yeah, a little. Everyone's just so like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like the other clans are like, yeah, we'll just intermingle with them.
Yeah, we'll just let them take over our land and shit. No, I think the most egregious one I've seen so far is in the first area.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh yeah, here's the sacred place for Weirdeer, and then fucking Ray comes up and he's like, oh yeah, we're building a base here. And I'm like, wait, what? You're kidding, right? You're gonna just build a base on sacred land and then
yes,
whatever the fuck not Marley's name, and it's just like, oh yeah, that's totally fine.
Bye, yeah.
Yes, Japan did do colonialism, but I will give Zelfie some credit for once and say that this cannot be Japan doing colonialism because we're colonizing Japan here. Yeah, no, that's something. If I were to like write a fic about this, that's what I'd want to explore. Is like, oh yeah, this is kind of just colonialism, isn't it?
Apparently, they don't seem to mind now, so whatever.
Yeah, like I said, it's colonialism without like the racism. They're just like, oh yeah, we're gonna let this outsider solve our problem and like stomp on our tradition slightly. And build bases on our sacred ground. Like, that's probably where fucking Orberg City's gonna go.
In the Seek Out God.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's where Jubilife goes, stupid.
No,
you're talking about the Weird Year Camp.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about the geography to say that.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like... Sometimes they throw you a freebie, like there's a place called the Sandgem Flats, and I'm like, yeah, this is where Sandgem Town will go.
Let's see. I guess, like, you start from the north. So, like, where you start is, like, around where Flora-Roma Town is, so going downwards. No, that doesn't make sense.
No, you're southeast of, like, Jubilife Camp.
Wait. But... Wait, hold on. That doesn't make sense, logistically, then.
It's not a one-to-one, but, like, maybe it's where Twinleaf Town goes? No, it can't be where Twinleaf Town goes. It's too far from the lake.
Yeah. No, the lake is right there, actually. Vesperance Lake is there.
Yeah, I know. I've been to Lake Verity. I've explored all that map. Okay, chat's saying, actually, Japan has an indigenous population as well before the regular Japanese people went there. And they were called the Ainu, who used to live in what is now Hokkaido. Good to know, so...
Huh. But, like... Flora-Roma is, like, right there. I guess it's, like, literally right next to, like, Verity, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no.
Because the spot...
Okay, hold up. I'm opening Legends to pull up the in-game map so we can figure this out.
Because plot twist, on, like, the other side of the Lake Verity Mountain, like, towards the side you spawn, that's where you can get shaman.
Cool, I didn't know that. Alright.
Well, it makes sense once you see it, but yeah.
Yeah, so I guess like the clans then represent like the Ainu, and then we're questionably Japan, but also maybe outside of Japan.
Maybe.
We're doing some colonizing. That's the point. That's the point I'm trying to make, and it's kind of awkward.
I just don't think too hard about it. It's a Pokemon game.
This is the one Pokemon game where they actually want you to think.
Not about that, though.
Definitely not. They definitely did not... There is no chance in hell they actually intended for this. And I probably would not notice if I lived in a country like Japan where it's like... Okay, no. It cannot be Flora-Roma because it's to the southeast of Jubilife. So yeah, the literal only town that camp could be is Orberg, just based off geography. I literally opened up my game and pulled the map out.
Okay, it's so weird, because Lake Verity is right next to where Flora-Roma would be.
No, Lake Verity is, like, directly south of Jubilife. But then why is Eterna Forest there? Is that Eterna Forest?
Yes.
No,
wait, Eterna Forest is on the opposite side of Flora-Roma. Wait, none of this makes sense.
None of this... Is it literally just called Eterna Forest?
Speaking of, I need to put on some fucking music. That's usually my go-to theme.
Yeah, go put on your Nickelback or something.
What?
I did see you with a Nickelback song on one.
One Nickelback song.
One singular Nickelback
song. The only good
song.
one. There's one good Nickelback song.
Photograph?
Listen, this is not... What? Autograph?
Photograph.
No. I don't know that one. Okay, maybe there's two.
The one that goes, look
like,
at this photograph?
No.
Okay, well, what song did you put on then?
I think it's like How You Remind Me or
okay,
something.
Yeah, that's the other acceptable answer. Okay, I'm going to...
I love looking this up in the middle of my fucking test that has a timer on it.
Just do... Okay, it's not called Eterna Forest. It's called the Heartwood.
For Hearthstone?
Apparently. And then there is a Floro Gardens in here, but...
Yeah.
It's not Floroma, it's Floro.
Yeah, but it's the area above Floroma.
No, it's not. It's
yes,
right next to fucking Lake Verity.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense either.
No, but it cannot be Floroma because Jubilife, because this whole area is southeast of Jubilife.
Actually, I have no clue. Where is the Shaman event in Vanilla? Or, like, not in Vanilla, but, like, in DPP?
In
because
Victory.
I actually don't know where it is.
It's in Victory Road.
It's in Victory Road?
It's in Victory Road.
What the fuck? Really?
Yeah.
How do you get there from Victory Road?
I'm assuming Shaman just has, like, multiple places it wants to hang.
The Shaman just make a... Wait, this is tripping me out.
This is gonna drive both of us crazy. It's a good thing we have nothing else to talk about this stream.
I mean, yeah. I would look it up right now if I was not in the middle of my
Finish
final
your fucking essay so you can
not.
actually look up things.
It's not an essay, it's a
Exam.
test.
It's something shitty and pointless.
Basically.
Yeah, the 500-mile-long flower bridge. Like, the only connection I can think of Shaman being close to Jubilife is in the fucking Void Glitch.
Okay.
There's no way they're referencing the Void Glitch.
I still find it funny that, like, BDSP literally just has DPP code.
Mm-hmm. Right. I honestly think it was funnier before they started patching out all, like, the game-breaking, or not game-breaking, but, like...
Yeah, they shouldn't have patched it out.
They should not have patched out, like, the RBY tier bugs.
Of course Nintendo wants to patch out their shit, but, like... Wait, does the Virtual Console for RBY have the bugs patched out?
No, it doesn't. I Mew-glitched perfectly fine. I did Missing No. I don't know if you can transfer the Mew, because I did not transfer anything. Did I? No, I did transfer shit. Okay, during enemy phase, I'll bust out my 3DS and try and solve the problem.
I'm actually very curious about this.
No, I'm invested in this all of a sudden. Alright. 3DS, and then I need to find Sun Moon. Where did I leave my 3DS? It's over there, I can see it. Since Sparkle is a limb, can you vote for Summit again? I believe so. I'm not sure, though. I pretty much never pay attention to Summit voting, except now we have a guy going for Summit, so... Alright, where is my Sun cartridge? Or Moon cartridge? I think I have them on Moon. It might be on Ultra? No, it can't be on Ultra because I was Nuzlocking. So, but it could.
I mean, you could also just look up this question.
No, this is important. Where's my DS case? Okay. Where is my DS case? It's probably in here. Yeah, it's right there. All right. Hopefully somewhere I can see if I have Mew in. There's probably a way to glitch it so it works. It's RBY, but... Super Mystery Dungeon, X, Awakening.
Okay, so you can't do the normal glitch to get the Mew, but you can do a much more complicated method in order to get a specific Mew that would be deemed illegal.
Yeah. You can do the walk-on glitch. They just patched that out in yellow specifically, which might be what they're referring to. Alright. I probably put them in moon. This is confusing. This is hurting my head. I'm so glad I stopped getting every version of the game, just to stop things like this happening. What's on here? Great, now I've got Nickelback stuck in my head. Fuck you.
Listen, you brought it up. I didn't have to do anything. You brought it up. The quiz will be submitted in 30 minutes.
Hurry up.
Sure. I got 3 answers left before I go and take the test for a second time.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna just do this the simple way, and I'm gonna look on my blue version, and I'm gonna see if there's still a Mew there.
Okay, well that works. Is enemy phase still going on? I can't tell.
Enemy phase just started.
Okay. You should stream. You know, just in case I can't look. Literally at all.
Oh, right. Right, I forgot, because nothing's fucking happening. Alright, 1 second, I have to actually think. Not really, thinking is like... definitely not what I'm doing, but...
Was true, which is incorrect.
God, I forgot how stupid the fucking... Okay, there's no Pokemon in that box, which means I transferred all my shit off of it. Which means it has to be on Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, because my Moon and Sun are digital copies.
Let's see.
And where the fuck is my Ultra Moon cartridge? I need to heal Jill, I need to heal Soph.
God, I love it when my teacher can't even type properly.
Alright, where the fuck is my Ultra Moon coffee? Is it in here? Probably not. Rumble Blast is in here. That's a game. Tomodachi Life's in here. Yo, Oregon Trail is in here.
Oregon Trail?
Fucking Oregon Trail.
I thought you hated Americans.
To be fair, this is the case from when I was like 10 or 11, and I'm not sure why it would be in here, but I have some 3DS games in here, so I thought I'd look. I got Super Mario 64 DS in here.
Yo, people like that game a lot.
It's not in there. I have Scrabble in there. Fucking. Alright. Where's the other case? Probably not within, like, reasonable distance to get. Ultra Sun was a Nuzlocke, so it can't be that one. That's Omega Ruby. It's Alpha Sapphire. It's X. Super Mystery Dungeon. What a... Man, that game was so disappointing.
Which one?
Super Mystery Dungeon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I still haven't finished it.
Neither have I.
Finish it.
I got tired of attempting the Takes a Selfie method of boss fighting.
I just burned Salamence everywhere.
I couldn't bring Salamence. My Salamence just want to fucking break all the time.
Oh, tragic.
Also, I'm stuck on one of the things where it blocks you into only using plot characters. It's the Magmortar and Magmar fight.
Oh yeah, I got stuck on those for a little
which
bit
you
too.
think would not be terribly difficult, because I am a Totodile and I have a
You're a
Buizel as like the plot
fucking
force partner.
baby. You're a fucking baby Pokemon.
But it fucking sucks. We're just so
You're,
outstatted.
wait, you have fucking Totodile and Weasel?
No, Buizel's the plot mandated one. My actual partner is a Cyndaquil, which is not as helpful
Okay.
as you might think.
I mean, still, you're a baby Pokemon against a fucking Magmortar. The odds
Yeah.
are stacked fucking against you.
Yeah, I did finish Gates to Infinity, so I finished that in like before Super came out. It was average from a series that had like really good games beforehand.
Right, because the 2 games before were phenomenal.
Yeah. Like, Explorers is probably the best mystery dungeon game, period. Yes, there are mystery dungeon games that are not Pokemon, by the way.
Yeah.
Like Chocobo Mystery Dungeon.
Chocobo Mystery Dungeon Pog.
No, I think the other case is in the other room.
So this makes my grade a 73%. I mean, I could try harder. I probably should.
Well, I guess some mysteries will remain unsolved.
I mean, there's no reason for me not to do a second attempt. Because my grade can't go worse from here.
Yeah. Alright, nice Sala. Do you want to pick this guy off? No, I really do hope... I don't know. Pokemon spin-offs are weird, because now they've all just been replaced with shitty mobile games that are like the very watered-down version of what they used to be.
Holy Renaissance tradition. All answers correct. Michelangelo in the Old Testament. Barack Obama. India. All answers correct. Did Mia die?
No, there's literally nothing to say.
Okay, cool. Inca.
This is a repeat attempt at a chapter that is not particularly exciting.
Answer is incorrect. Not made by African people. Rikaka. Commodity or object art. Impressionist painting. Grade. Shit.
Something to say!
No, shut up.
Thank you, Sev.
Even she said it begrudgingly.
Skirmir has no Kanto, so hurrah, on to enemy phase.
Cubism is a modern style that incorporates many different viewpoints. German expressionalist. Somehow I got that one right.
Why is this Scyther level 63?
All answers correct. Because LMAO areas.
For reference, I am over-leveled as all hell, and I'm only level 60. Sophie, I love you! Thanks, Kaz.
I'm sorry, Kaz, I'm just nodding to you.
Oh shit, that's a killer lens. That might be bad. Never mind, Soph got the crit with C.
I agree. Surrealism, which is dope. I like surrealism.
This sounds like it's just some sort of general knowledge test.
This is basically taking every quiz that we already took throughout the semester and taking random questions from it.
None of the things you have said have been related in any way, shape, or form.
They're all based on art history, and different art pieces from different parts of history.
Oh.
It's by neoclassic work. Reflective of the conflicted sense of self-identity. All answers correct. Okay. Happenings and fluxes were types of blank that push the boundaries of what was considered art. These types of art included blank. I don't know what the fuck this one is, so I'm taking another guess.
Read the question out.
Happenings and fluxes were types of blank that pushed the boundaries of what was considered art. These types of art included blank, and your choices are sculptures and many types of clay, assemblage sculpture and many cast off items, or performance art of participants and viewers. I don't know what happenings and fluxes are referring to, though.
Sorry,
I
can you
guess
read
would
that
be
out
the
to me
first
one more
one.
time?
I'll just look it up. As soon as I
I'm
figure
looking
out
it up, so you can.
Too late.
I was looking it up so you could have like a not guilty conscience.
No, I'm not guilty at all.
Unfortunately, all I got was a bunch of stuff about like nuclear engineering, and you are definitely not taking that.
It looks like it's performance and art. There's a bunch of pictures of people doing fucking bullshit. I don't know. All answers correct. Minimalist. All answers
So
correct.
I can't wait for the move shelter to just get completely banned. Or be the most obnoxious thing ever in VDC.
Fucking raises defenses and evasion.
It's cosmic
LMAO,
power that also raises evasion.
right? On an already fucking bulky ass dragon steel type. The one-time evasion strats will probably actually be good on VGC.
Because they're on fucking H. Gudra.
Outside of like Garchomp bullshit.
Yeah. I would argue that that was never really good as much as it was just like annoying.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck? Scyther gets CC now?
Yes. I talked about this when I was talking about the buffs that mods got.
I am going to lose to the Scyther Horde. They're all boosting! What the fuck do I do?
Run away. Run as fast as you can.
I have Dustox and Machamp left. I'm sorry, Shaka Braham. You're gonna have to be my sacrifice so I can run here.
Feminist start. I don't understand what's so feminist about a dinner table. Oh wait.
Isn't that? My first instinct was like, wait, isn't that like anti-feminist because it implies stay in the kitchen? But also, I'm not like I don't care enough to be an art critic.
Well, apparently there's styles of art, and this is considered
Why the
feminist
fuck,
art.
when I'm throwing these balls from with like perfect accuracy from a mile away, does it just go like donk?
If you're too far away, the balls stop to actually work.
That is bullshit.
Yep. Yeah. Also, some Pokemon just naturally shrug off Pokeballs occasionally.
Radiant Dawn is crying right now. Radiant Dawn is we have no need to talk about Radiant Dawn during this Radiant Dawn stream. Nothing is happening.
It's Radiant Dawn.
Cool, Nisala activated Tear to kill a guy he would have killed anyway.
Alright, let's see. I upgraded my 36 out of 50, which is, if you divide it by 2, 18 out of 25 to a 23 out of 25.
It's pretty good.
I have another attempt. There's no fucking way this game. No, okay. I have 2 attempts.
Okay, how do I get close to this? They're not even like near a patch of grass. That's the worst part.
So I still got number 1 wrong. Oh well. I got number 1 more wrong, I'm guessing. Oh no, I got that one wrong. What was the correct answer? Oh well, I don't care.
You don't care. Come watch me play everyone's favorite game, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn.
Yeah, let me just go ahead. Text my manager what I got though.
Like your work manager?
Something like that.
Hey, person I work for, guess what I got on this quiz that I totally didn't cheat on?
We work together on specific things that I don't want to talk about.
Wait, way to sound sketchy as hell.
I'm always sketchy.
Yeah, it's the divorced father energy.
Okay.
So... Oh yeah. Selphie is just a side character in the Angel Seraphy stream anime.
Basically, I have my own subplots that never get resolved.
We did that quiz at one point where it's like, what shonen anime trope are you? And I think you got like the comic relief bastard. Or the villain, one of the two. I can't remember which one you got.
I got the quirky sidekick, or the comedy relief sidekick.
Right, it was Finn who got villain. I got the side character with a lot of emotional baggage, which I felt very called out by. It's Scyther. Anyway, back to Radiant Dawn. Okay, heal up Soth. No, I think it was like Finn and SB got the villain, and then you and Cheryl and Tack all got the comic relief side characters. Volt, of all people, got the main character. So apparently it's Volt's world, and we're all just...
Volt's living his own story. We don't understand the grand scale of everything.
Apparently Volt is the protagonist because he's the most well-adjusted one of all of us.
Sure, let's go with that.
Comparatively speaking. And I saw I killed that one.
Our locals got canceled tomorrow. I'm so sad.
Speaking of, my trading card game local comes back Sunday.
Hog.
Ready to kick ass with no bench barrier Cherim.
It's okay. Everyone's selling their Jolteons now. They're all afraid.
Everyone's realized that Jolteon is kind of bad now with bench barrier.
Jolteon just has to go through so much more work now. The deck works because, like, even though it's slow, it has an inevitability. But like,
it has an inevitability, and also it can just hard win versus the strike decks with Duskmourn.
Yeah, but Manaphy's a fucking bitch now because like you have to like boss the Manaphy up, so that's your support of the turn. So you can't play Marty or you can't play Cheryl.
And Manaphy also like gets rid of. Manaphy still prevents bench damage while it's dying. So.
Yeah. And then you've only taken one prize so far, and now they have Inteleons up, so they're gonna take 2 swings. I'm really hoping that the Jolteon play rate just stays down. While I'm playing Suicune stuff.
Rip C.
I'm really thinking Suicune's just gonna be like still fucking insane next set.
Yeah. Mew is just gonna be above everything now.
Mew's gonna remain at the top. I like the funny thing is that Mew gets like side grades. Yeah. Because now Mew has 90 cards it wants to put into its deck.
You know, I think this set just kind of widened the gap between Mew and everything else because it didn't really introduce a strong new archetype. But it sure nerfed all the good not Mew archetypes.
Yeah, so here's the issue. You're either Mew or you're Jolteon, and both decks sort of cheat a little because Mew gets an attack turn 1 so easily and for free. Like 210 damage is so easy for that deck to do.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, there's like that. But also, you have like Jolteon in the format. So, like even the decks that are trying to win on like prize races, got beat out by all the fucking spread.
Yeah.
The format was like
toxic.
Yeah, the format was like intoxicating itself in a way.
You know, I think bench barrier is a net plus for the format. I just fucking despise Mew.
Yeah, I mean,
Which
Mew
I
is
feel
still
like is
really
a reasonable.
Yeah, Mew is still really dumb. I feel like I've gotten a lot better against playing around Mew than I was before. But it's still one of those decks that you're just like you can feel bad about facing.
Yeah, sometimes you're just gonna get domed for 280 turn 1 on the first turn going second.
I mean, yeah, like sometimes I'm playing Suicune and I like lead Suicune. I'm like, ah, shit. And I don't find a switch or escape rope, so I like can't get out of the act.
I guess I'm taking.
And
I guess I'm falling into a hole that I will probably never recover from.
Right, and it's like, oh, I can't switch out here, and then I'm like just praying that Meloetta isn't gonna beat my ass.
Yeah. I think a really funny card that they're never gonna play is the new Ice Cube from the next set.
I think the Ice Cube is really funny. Yeah, I know. Ice Cube is really funny. I kept on looking at Ice Cube. I'm like, this is like almost playable, except for the fact that we don't have like mass fusion strike energy recovery.
But no, really, I was thinking you just like slide it onto Mew and then target things down. But nope, Manaphy exists now.
Yeah.
But it would be funny to just be like, nope, eat shit, Sobble.
It would be hilarious.
Or just generally get Mew in on the spread damage game, because it's the only good deck right now that is not just spread damage.
Right. It's like, you got Mew, Jolteon. Occasionally you got like Suicune up there on weeks that Suicune decided, like the Suicune players decided not to go to fucking sleep. And then you got like Duraludon, and then it goes to like Single Strike. And that's like top 5, and that top 5 is so cancer.
Yeah, I don't mind Duraludon because I have a very free matchup against it with Regidrago.
Right. Duraludon gets more annoying next set too, because now it doesn't have to run like this clunky ass Zacian package. It just gets to run Arceus and Boost Shakes.
Current format for a trading card game.
Yeah. Did someone ask in chat what we're talking about?
Yeah, the usual.
Yeah. PTCG or Pokemon
If
TCG,
there's ever a stream where just the two of us here, eventually we'll just devolve into card game talk.
Eventually. Yeah,
it took a while. We talked about Leg a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the format's only cool right now because I feel like decks actually got like fucking optimized for once instead of everyone sitting around with, like the same fucking list that they've had for a while.
No, like the one thing I appreciate about this format and also Pokemon in general compared to Yu-Gi-Oh in the modern day is that like one-off techs matter a lot more in Pokemon.
Right.
Because they're so much easier to find. So it tests your ability to meta call in a way that is honestly really kind of neat.
Yeah. And Pokemon's one of those games that I really like because I'm not like the diversity problem doesn't hurt me all that much as long as the metagame is fun. And I like sort of vibe with it because at least the way where I'm routing games and like winning games with Suicune feels very, very good and rewarding. Like I feel like I'm actually expressing my skill when I'm playing Suicune and winning matches because of it, because I'm taking better lines than my opponent. I'm making very incredible plays.
I'm just imagining you talking about this, but it's like Vinkun.
Just fucking Crokun. Sit there and call my rest talk.
Which is the absolute opposite of whatever you're fucking describing right now.
Yeah. Which is funny, because the other deck I play is Inteleon, which is very similar to that. Fucking sit on your ass and tank up and then heal it all off.
No, Inteleon's is a no-skill deck.
Nah, that deck's funny. That deck does have a little bit of skill. You got no damage routing. Yo, that deck gets choice belt, which means you actually get the 2-hit KO shit now.
Yeah, don't remind me.
That deck's gonna be sick, and it's a spread deck.
It's a spread deck that doesn't get shit on by Manaphy, which is a problem.
Right? Yo, and there's no Jolteon anymore. This is the Inteleon format. This is where Inteleon kicks fucking ass.
I just hope nobody catches on.
I will.
Besides you. You don't go to my locals.
I'm gonna fly out and just play Inteleon just to fucking spite you.
Fucking do it. I would love to see you.
Pay me.
Do you think I have that kind of money?
No.
Sala. No. One like neat little sort of, I guess I'll call it like implication, is that, have you noticed that every ride Pokemon or like Lord in the game so far, I'm not sure, actually I know what the ones in the 5th area are, is a Pokemon that is completely extinct in Sinnoh by the time of like the modern Sinnoh games?
Yeah. I noticed that.
Said with the tone of somebody who definitely just realized it, but definitely don't want to admit it.
No. I was like double checking. Because I feel like some of those some of those might be in the Platinum next, but I'm not entirely sure.
The closest to the top of my head is Scyther, which I believe you can find in only the Great Marsh in Platinum, and even then Kleavor is not there.
Oh, I was thinking Ursaring.
Ursaring shows up in Brilliant Diamond.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I know they're all new forms. You don't have to point that out to me.
I know they're all new forms, yeah.
Talking to Kaz. But, like, the base forms don't exist in Sinnoh either. Like, you're not finding fucking Braviary in Sinnoh.
Right.
You're not finding fucking Growlithe in Sinnoh. You're not finding fucking... I guess technically, if you play the inferior version, you can find Ursaring in Sinnoh, but there's no Peat Moss anymore.
True.
How does Stantler evolve into Weirdeer? Is there, like, a reason Weirdeer is just not there anymore?
Because they just invented it.
Oh, because the styles have like, gone away, I guess.
Because people got dumb and they stopped thinking?
Yeah. Because they're like, hey, we're not going to use these strike styles anymore. So that just stopped a few of them. People stopped murdering their Basculin, which I guess is nice. Probably... Oh, people stopped murdering their Basculin in Unova, I suppose. Maybe... I guess you could take it two ways, actually. Ooh. What if the reason, like, Basculin and Hisuian Basculin, Basculegion don't exist just because people kept trying to force evolve into Basculegion and they just killed the whole population?
Good question. Maybe.
Like, we're obviously never going to get a definitive answer. My brain just likes to do this.
Hello.
Hello.
Where did Cheryl go?
We don't know.
Cheryl never came.
She didn't? Why?
Cheryl's gone missing.
Are you winning?
We're playing Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, so nobody's winning.
How many times have you reset?
One.
Only one?
Only one, I know, it's shocking.
Mia's camping, so, like, chapter's gonna take forever.
Yeah, who would have thought Mia would take a while to beat a Fire Emblem chapter?
Yeah, I just hope it's done in one stream this time. No, we've been talking about well, Selfie takes an art history test. Do you know anything about art history, Finn?
What?
Do you know anything about art history?
A little bit. Why?
Just curious.
Why?
Selfie was taking a test on it earlier. Because apparently to become a teacher, you need to know art history.
Nah, that's just like my, it's for my arts associates, which is like my first degree.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Wow, Mia's spreading misinformation as per usual.
I didn't even see you spawn in.
Who's here?
Is Leanne gonna die?
Goodbye, Leanne.
Mia, what the fuck?
I'm blaming you for this. You showed up and someone fucking died.
Yeah,
like
usually
it's the opposite of Minecraft, where every time you left, people died.
Wow, Mia camping and failing again. Who would have thought?
Who would have fucking thought?
I knew this would happen.
We all knew this would happen.
I just want us to play a different game before I die of old age.
Well, what do you mean? We've been playing Callous Crystal.
So if you're you smashing?
I play Rivals.
I don't know what that is.
It's basically Smash.
Selfie used to play Smash, and then he became a furry.
That's not true.
No, that is true. The AI story bot said that you were a catboy.
Are bots a furry? Important question.
What?
Would liking a moth count you as a furry, or is that something else?
Why is this not the first time we've had this discussion?
About moths specifically, or like insects?
I have a friend who got like really into bug fables. And now they're just like bugs in general, so I don't know. I think we settled on yes, it does.
Okay.
So does that make you a furry, Zelfie?
I don't know. Good question.
I think Zelfie's a furry.
Who
I mean, did you see how well he and Hayden got along?
True. Who in our server would be the most likely to become a furry?
Spissy.
My first answer is Ghoul, honestly.
Who?
Ghoul.
Ghoul would definitely be a furry.
I think Ghoul is a furry.
Spissy would
already a furry.
Probably.
Spissy would be a furry. Gator would be a furry. No, Gator would be racist. He wouldn't be a furry.
Damn, way to call Gator out like that.
It's not like he's gonna see this.
No.
It would definitely be. It would be Oddish. Oddish would be a furry. Final answer.
Yeah. Any particular reason as to why you settled on Oddish, or?
Because he's gay and is a twink.
By that logic, wouldn't that also make you a furry?
No, I'm not a twink.
Okay. Just checking. Alright, so new plan. Danved, who is not DevDan, stand here. Marcia, stand here. Okay, we're invincible now. Finn, did you ever watch the Boba Fett show, or?
No.
That's fair. It's not great.
I've heard it was good.
I feel like it's in a weird spot where the things that made it good are pretty much independent from Boba Fett himself. Like, I felt watching it, like, it was very clear that they just did not know what to do with Boba Fett as a character.
Oh, here's an article. Boba Fett is a master class in how not to tell an anti-hero story.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Here we go from Rotten Tomatoes. The Book of Boba Fett could never match the adventures that existed in fans' imagination for decades, but it earns its commission with spectacular set pieces and Tamura Morrison's commanding presence. Sounds about right.
Yeah. No, they try to make Boba Fett like an honorable person without ever showing why he became that way.
Oh, this is actually a really good review. Favreau scattered story crumbs onto the table and expected hungry viewers to squish them together and call it cake. It's a short-term high, but I believe this business is going to destroy this franchise expansion if it's replicated in the spin-offs to come.
Yeah.
That's such a good metaphor.
Mm-hmm. That's like, you scattered crumbs and you scattered the
Expect
crumbs.
people to smush them together and call it cake.
I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna use that in a book somehow. That's really good.
I almost feel I wish they hadn't done a TV show, because I feel like some characters, they're best as side characters. Making them a main character is not a very good idea.
Yeah, no, like, my big problem with the show is that at the end it just felt like, wow, we really didn't need to know this much about Boba Fett.
Well, that's the thing. When you have a character, like, so I was playing a game recently.
Who part of their mythos is built on, like, the mystery of them. Turns out giving them their own TV show where they're honestly probably, like, at best the 5th most exciting or interesting character on that show doesn't really work.
Well, yeah, I was playing a game recently, and one of the side characters is like a ninja, like a mysterious ninja assassin. And the fact that the game didn't really explain who they were, what their motives were, or why they existed, who, like, anything, made them a far more interesting character than if they had told me everything about them.
Yeah.
I feel like
when you Boba Fett is at least more deserving of an origin story than fucking Cruella de Vil.
True.
Are you ready for the Little Mermaid Ursula origin story where Legs killed her parents?
Oh, it's just like I feel like, why do you need to make a Boba Fett TV show after you have The Mandalorian?
Yeah. And Mando was a far more interesting and compelling character than Boba at this point, which was proven.
Well, Mandalorian. I still don't know who the Mandalorian is. Is it Baby Yoda?
No,
it's the show with Baby Yoda.
I know it has Baby Yoda in it. I don't know.
The
Mandalorian is the guy who's basically Baby Yoda's dad.
Oh, okay.
His adopted daddy.
Yeah. But no, like, I think it just goes to show, like, the 2 episodes that seem to have gotten the best reception were the ones where Boba Fett had no speaking part in them whatsoever. Because they were just pretty much Mandalorian episodes, but... No, I think the whole show was fine. It just kind of fell victim to, like, origin story-itis.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like you have to look back at Star Wars and think, like... Also, you never started the stream again. Discord stream.
Okay. Give me a sec.
I feel like when you look at who the characters were that, like, got backstory and were really interesting, it's like, well, let's see, Maul, Ventress.
Yeah.
Well, like that, who are bad. Maul, Ventress.
Yeah, Maul was
really
talk about. They also didn't try to make him good.
Maul as a character, so good. Did you ever watch Rebels?
I did, yes.
Yeah, Maul in Rebels, top tier. Like,
yeah. Honestly, carries the show.
He's so good, and I like how they turned him from, like, being evil to, like, being motivated by revenge. And I'm a sim for a good revenge story. Maul
hits the point in Rebels where he's, like, so evil, but he's also sympathetic, and they didn't do that by making him. Yeah, by, like.
Yeah, they gave him motives, which his motives were, like. Yeah. Basically being thrown to the side as garbage and, like, shat on 5 different times. But, like, which is entertaining, and the fact that like his revenge is versus like the people we also don't like. So I think also makes it more interesting. But like, I think what creators of shows forget in movies is that you don't have to make every villain sympathetic.
Yeah.
Like Joker, you don't need to make the Joker sympathetic.
We don't need to learn that Cruella de Vil wants to skin dogs because dogs killed her mom.
Right. You don't need to like. I always reference Avatar because I think the storytelling is so good. But like, the main villain in Avatar, like second main villain, Azula, her whole thing is like she's just like a psychotic, cruel bitch, and they don't try and sympathize her at all. Like there's no reason to. She's just a bitch, and we don't like her. You don't need to give any more info than that.
Yeah, like, some people are just evil.
Some people are irredeemable, and you don't need to like give them a sad backstory. Just be like, yeah, you know, her parents were, you know, sociopaths, and like she's motivated by power, blah 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 blah. Like, you don't need to be like, and her mom died when she was so young, and like,
and it was just, Air killed her mom. Air killed her mom. That's what would happen if Disney made it. Air killed her mom.
Yeah, I get so mad when like every hero, like not every hero needs to have a redemption arc. Just leave them.
Yeah, not every villain needs to have a redemption arc. But what we do need more is corruption arcs for heroes.
No, because they just make me sad.
I guess you have to like be a really good writer to pull off a corruption arc. But
I'm just trying to think like that's the thing with like Star Wars and Anakin. He doesn't really have a good corruption arc. I'm gonna like.
It's better in the Clone Wars. It's significantly better in the Clone Wars. Surprise! It turns out the writers of Avatar are better at writing than whoever wrote the prequels.
Like, that's the thing. Like, in the Clone Wars, he has like a little bit of a corruption arc, but it's not really like explored too much, at least from what I remember of the last season.
Like, it's like, less about. I think it's less for him about corruption, more the fact that there's just like an underlying anger to Anakin throughout the entire time that we see.
Like, his corruption arc in the prequels is so bad. It's not good.
Like, we see why he turns in the Clone Wars, but it's not necessarily about him getting slowly corrupted. It's just all the things that everyone is unwilling to address about Anakin. Because he's the chosen one. Just keep coming up.
Well, that's the issue with...
that's just Anakin.
Well, that's the issue with, like, the Clone Wars, is that they just have to retcon everything that happened in, like, the prequels.
Because the prequels are not good.
If they, like... I'm just trying to think. I have to say, the 7th season of the Clone Wars is, like, some of the best TV I've seen.
It's
like,
phenomenal. Like, the final arc is better than
they have, like, the Battle of Mandalore and, like, Ahsoka, and, like, she's like, Anakin, I can't go with you, and he's, like, really sad about it, and then you know what happens? So good. So good.
It was phenomenal, like...
Those last few episodes are my favorite.
I'm not gonna lie, I definitely cried at the end once I realized it was over.
I'm just trying to think. I just love the dynamic between Ahsoka and Rex. Mm-hmm. It's like the cutest thing.
Like, Ahsoka past the first couple seasons just brings out the best in everyone, really, except for Anakin.
Well, I saw this video that was talking about, unfortunately, it was made by a right-winger, but when you ignored his like half the video where he was like, Ahsoka's such a good character compared to that Mary Sue Rey, I'm like, okay, bro, chill out. But,
to be fair, Rey is a Mary Sue, but it's
a bit, but it's like chill out. Like, she's not that.
We don't need to bring it up in a video about the Clone Wars. Rey does not exist there. She can't hurt you.
Yeah, Rey is like a little bit of a Mary Sue, but she's not even that egregious. I feel she's just like
no. Like, I feel like it would have been fine if she were, like, an interesting and well-developed character, but she's not. Yeah, but Rey, like, they were talking about how, like, Ahsoka, like, her redemption arc from being, like, this, like, bratty teen to, like, full-fledged, like, hero, and then, like, her downfall and, like, the episode where she gets, actually, not a spoiler, but where she leaves, and then, you know, comes back later. So good. And I was like, oh, you know, like, that's kind of true. Although, I will point out, this isn't necessarily in Rey's favor, because they could have done it, but Ahsoka did have the benefit of starring in a 7-season show.
No, yeah, for sure.
And generally, TV is a better medium, because you have more time to explore.
I just wish they had just made Rey completely like unrelated to any characters in the Star Wars. Like,
They tried
why
to
did
do that. Then they were like, nope, we didn't put a plot thread in here. Let's make one out of thin air.
I think the funniest thing is when you look at the interviews of the actors who were in that final movie, they were like, yeah, they were just writing the movie as, we went along. And I'm like,
no,
yeah,
they were writing the movie when it was being shot. I remember one where Daisy Ridley specifically said she had no idea what Rey's parentage would end up being in the final film because she did takes for every possible combination.
You really have to feel about it because I feel like Daisy Ridley's like a solid actress, and like the movie just did not do her justice at all.
Her career got pretty savaged by it because, kind of like Natalie Portman, now everyone thinks she can't act.
Well, yeah, God, what's her fucking name?
Padman?
Who's the actress in Twilight?
Oh, I don't fucking know. I've never seen it.
Like Kristen Stewart, and then also Dakota, who was in Twilight, and then Dakota Johnson in 50 Shades. Like both those actors got like fucking owned because like they can actually act, but the movie is so bad. Both the movies they were in were so bad that like everyone just like forgot they could.
Yeah. But no, I also think like Kylo Ren did not need a redemption arc. They did their best. It helped that Adam Driver is like far and away the best actor of the cast.
Star Wars really made Adam Driver seem like he can't act.
Yeah, like the best acting he did in relation to the thing was the script where he had zero, was the part of the script at the end of The Rise of Skywalker where he literally has zero dialogue.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like I feel like Disney's ownership of Star Wars is such a mixed bag because on one hand you can see how much money they're putting into Star Wars, and it's a ridiculous amount of money, and it's great, but also they need to get better directors and writers. They
pick people who have no connection to Star Wars and lack an understanding of what makes Star Wars good.
Like Rogue One was like a 7.5 out of 10, yeah. And it was pretty good for the most part.
It's not my favorite, but it is far and away. It is light years ahead of the other Disney Star Wars movies.
It's cheesy, but it's good. Solo was okay. I thought Solo as a spin-off movie was like better, above that, a little bit above average.
Yeah. I don't know. I found it like kind of boring, but it was about as good as it was going to be, considering it was a concept that we didn't really need to see.
I just wish they hadn't made like 7 through 9 like shot for shot adaptations of the original.
Yeah, yes, let's take the original and then let's remove all the good parts of the original. Like, the crazy thing is, I believe it takes until literally the last scene for Finn, Poe, and Rey to all be on the screen at the same time.
Really?
Yeah. They share like one group hug at the ending, and then before that they never interact on camera together.
That's so lame. I hate that.
No, they were too busy making Kylo Ren into a character that white women on Twitter would want to downplay the actions of and simp for, that they forgot to make the rest of the leads good.
So Mia, what were your thoughts on Rebels as a show? Like you said, you liked it.
I liked it. I thought it was fine. It's not the Clone Wars, but I wasn't thinking it was.
Right. I thought the first season was like honestly pretty weak.
Yeah, the first season felt very childish, but I was willing to wait because the first season of the Clone Wars was also relatively childish.
I felt like my issue with these sorts of shows, and I've seen this in other shows as well that are sort of similar, where it's like following a group of people going from place to place, is that the first season usually feels like a serial where it's like they do tasks and then it's like it's separate from episode to episode with very little overarching plot lines. But I felt in the later seasons they like started adding those where it's like you know what happens in the show where like they start adding like long-term tasks that they have to do, and then like it's better.
The show. But no, I thought Rebels was fine. I think it is overhated a bit.
People hate it?
I see a lot of like hate for Rebels on the basis of it not being the Clone Wars, and also honestly the art style is kind of ugly.
It's not like okay, the lightsabers are way too thin.
The lightsabers are way too thin, and I think all of like the characters we've seen in the Clone Wars all look worse.
Yeah, the show is like okay. If the Clone Wars for me is like a 9 out of 10, Rebels is like a 7.5 out of 10.
Like it's a perfectly good show.
It's like a B plus. Yeah, like a B plus. That's good.
Yeah, it's certainly better than fucking the anime one, Resistance.
Did you watch? Oh, I never watched Resistance. I heard it was bad, so I didn't.
I tried it. I made it like one episode in before I'm like, oh my god, this is actually painful.
Did you watch Bad Batch?
I did actually.
Oh, okay. Fun. Okay. Here's my hot take on Bad Batch, although I don't think it's really a hot take. Show, overall decent. Omega, so fucking annoying. Most annoying character I've seen. Okay, I get that she's a child. Okay, I accept that children in shows can be annoying, but I just didn't get her character and her voice. I'm sorry if this is like an actual child who voiced her, but the voice of her
it's a grown fucking woman. Don't worry.
So annoying. I just didn't get it. I didn't get her. Like, what was her like skill? Like, was she just a clone? Did she just like? I didn't.
I think the thing that makes her so special, and spoilers for everyone, is that like she's literally just a 1-to-1 clone who also happens to be a girl for some reason, which I'm choosing to believe is because she is trans. Which means I will be inevitably disappointed.
I didn't like Bad Batch was like, it was okay, but it was a little
it was fine. Again, it's not the Clone Wars, and maybe that's the problem with when you start with like arguably one of the greatest TV shows of like the 2000s and early 2010s, and then it's like, where do you go from here? Because now no matter what you do, it's all going to be compared to the Clone Wars.
Yeah, I think they just need to make another long-form TV show that like bridges the gaps between series. Like, if they made a movie, I'm just trying to think what one.
Like, I don't like this new format where it's like, oh, we'll do one season and then maybe we'll do another season a bunch of years later. Like,
yeah, okay, Mia.
Rebels getting 4 seasons is like okay. I think they were just afraid that the show would get canceled again and they would not be able to finish it.
Didn't they finish Rebels though?
They did. It didn't get canceled, but more because the Clone Wars at the time got canceled for things out of their control. They're like, they were maybe like, shit, we need to finish a show. I believe Resistance actually did get canceled due to low ratings. No one liked it.
Oh, Resistance? That's funny.
And then... But no, okay. Like, Mandalorian running for 2 seasons in a row, and then still getting another, great. That's awesome. We get to see the development more. Boba Fett would have benefited a lot more from being multi-season, or at least not 7 episodes, because each episode had like 3 different plots going on at once.
I'm trying to get a Star Wars tier list, but I need names. I can't tell who these people are. And if I do remember them, I can't remember their names. Okay, Mia, we're gonna do... fuck. It's so annoying.
Alright, Micaiah, so... I think, like, the Disney Star Wars films are generally pretty weak, with the sole exception of Rogue One. Mm-hmm. The Disney Star Wars TV shows have been generally a lot stronger.
Yeah.
Like, the only real miss was Resistance, which did bad enough to get canceled.
Yeah. Okay, Mia, we're gonna do... Actually, wait, no, I don't really like this tier list.
I think my favorite Resistance fact is they could literally not, foreshadow anything for The Last Jedi because there was no script for The Last Jedi.
That's based.
Available to them, so they're just like, nope, not allowed to include character from show.
That's pretty sad. Okay, Mia, we're doing a Star Wars villains tier list.
Alright, well, best tier is obviously the Emperor.
Okay, it's the Emperor if we ignore the final movie.
Yeah, if we ignore the sequels, which I would love to do, it's the Emperor. He's just fun.
I do like me some Palpatine.
He's just like a fun character, even if he's like evil as all hell. Like, you're not supposed to sympathize with him at all, and that's what makes him great. There's no attempt to be like, oh yeah, Jedi killed his parents.
Right.
I like Darth Maul. That's the only one I could tell you. And Darth Vader,
Darth
too.
Maul is also top tier. I think Vader is great as well.
Okay, we're putting, oh god.
The Emperor is the greatest villain in Star Wars, and it's proof that, like, you can do a villain without making them sympathetic, and still have them be a beloved character.
Where is Maul on here? Once I find Maul, okay, there we go. I found Maul. Okay, Maul is S tier.
I am the Senate.
Okay, how would you? Okay, pre Vader, Anakin Skywalker. I'm gonna put him. I feel like he's C tier.
Yeah, like as a villain, pre Vader Anakin is pretty weak. As a character, I think Clone Wars Anakin is fantastic. But he's not.
Yes, but like you mean like Anakin between the end of Clone Wars and the
like Clone Wars Anakin might be my favorite character of all time, but he's not a villain.
Yes. For the short time Anakin's a villain before he turns into Vader, he is very mediocre.
He just exists.
It's more also just because he's racist for killing off the only black character.
And everyone else,
okay.
Yes.
Okay, Ventress.
I would rate Ventress as probably like a low A tier. Like as a villain, she's relatively one-dimensional, but she is one of the better redemption arcs in the series.
Yeah, I feel like as a returning villain throughout the first few seasons, she's okay. Like, and then I like her character even more when she is like, "Hey, Dooku, fuck you."
Yeah, fuck you. No, so again, another like great character, but as a villain, she's kind of just a jobber for the first half of the Clone Wars.
Yeah, basically, she's like the Petrine of Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. But that's a good way of putting it. Like, she exists to be a visible threat that will never really score like a good win.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? No, you know what she is? She's the Jupiter. She's the Commander Jupiter of the Clone Wars.
That's very sad.
Where are the people I'm looking for? I don't remember this guy's name, but I know who he is.
Show me the photo.
It's the Callus, Villain Callus.
Villain Callus
from Resistance from Rebels.
From Rebels, I would give him like.
I feel like he's a B.
He's like a solid B tier. Like, I think by the time of the third season, he gets significantly better, where he's still a villain, but he's also like got that spy thing going on.
Yeah, no, I really like his arc. I think it's a little like I've seen this plot point before, where it's like he sees how the kindness at the people he's trying to kill, so he changes sides, and it's like, okay, dude, whatever.
But at the same time, after like his path there, I think is really sweet.
Yeah, it's cute.
I'm gonna guess that's Cheryl.
No, it's Gwen. Hi, Gwen.
Finn and I are discussing Star Wars and what makes a good villain.
Yes. God, okay. This guy is... Okay, the person I'm looking at right now is the guy, the Mandalorian character who, like, the Prime Minister who, like, kicks Satine out and becomes, like, the temporary ruler for a bit. The Night Watch guy. Do you know who I'm talking about? The old guy?
That's his name.
Yeah.
He is... I would put him in a C tier. He's inoffensive. He
exists, you know?
He's like... He's clearly out of his league in a lot of situations, outside of the one episode where he, like, bullies teenagers, but...
he's okay. He exists.
He exists. He's not a problem. He does what he needs to, but he's not an important villain, you know?
He's the he's the Sharon of Star Wars.
Yeah, he exists to like do villainous things when you don't need an actual villain there.
When
You know?
it's the character you create when they're gonna die in one episode.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is okay. This is
If you don't
spoilers.
know
If anyone
connection to
wants
Star Wars, that's fair. If you didn't grow up on it, I'd imagine it's kind of difficult to get into now. But
yes, it's actually very very entertaining though. Okay, spoilers. Close your ears for 5 seconds, everyone, and shout who does want to hear. Barris Offee. I like Barris.
I would love to put her. I think she's probably like a B tier. I would love to put her higher, but they haven't done anything with her yet.
She just kind of she does she die? I don't remember.
As far
No,
as
right?
far as the showrunner confirms, actually she was supposed to be killed off at the end of that arc, but they decided to spare her life because they have, quote, more plans for her. This was almost 10 years ago, and she has not shown up in anything since. So nobody knows. Nobody knows at all.
Yeah, she was okay. She's
I would
okay.
love to put her higher, but I'm not sure I can justify it.
Yeah, she's cool, but it's kind of like out of nowhere, and you're like, I guess I get her motivations, and then she disappears, and you're like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. She does give Anakin one hell of a fight, though.
That is true. Just the droids in general, just droids.
They're funny. They're pretty being villains, but they're Team Rocket.
They're the henchmen. I feel like they're A tier, you know?
Yeah. They're A tier for the comedy value. You're never afraid of them. But like they help keep the show going by being like the ones that can kind of get their ass beat. And you'll just
Okay, I'm trying to see if they separated these. I can't tell the difference between these two, but Jango and Boba Fett.
I would say they're both like probably B tier, honestly. They exist to be threatening and kind of silent. I think Jango's actually the better of the two, but Boba gets some nice Clone Wars episodes.
Yeah, baby Boba.
Baby Boba Fett is honestly a more compelling character than the Boba in the show, whose character development happens entirely off screen.
Yeah, basically, I agree. No, that's not Hondo. It's the blue guy. I forget his name.
Thrawn? Blue guy from Rebels, right?
Yeah, he was also in the other ones.
Yeah. I think he's fine.
Cad Bane.
Yeah, Cad Bane. Cad Bane, I would A tier. A tier just off the cool factor.
I think he's really cool, and I think he's not explicitly evil. He just does bad things.
He does bad things for money.
Yeah, no harm in that. Okay, this is going to be controversial. Dooku.
I think I'm gonna head out. I have no idea what any of y'all are talking about.
That's
Star Wars, man.
There's nothing gameplay related going on we're talking about, so we're just having our fun.
Yeah, we're doing
fair.
List.
Enjoy.
Good night, Quinn. Take care.
Yup.
Dooku's controversial in my mind because I kind of hate him and I think he's kind of awful.
I think he's C tier because he doesn't do much. Like, there's no real exploration of why he is the way he is. He just is.
Yeah, like what are his motivations? We're like, yeah, he went from bad to like whatever, but
no, the fact that happens entirely off screen, and he was clearly just kind of a pawn the whole time, doesn't help. And then he spends most of the Clone Wars like off, away from everything, so we don't get to see much of him there. I will say being played by Christopher Lee is neat.
Yeah, he's whatever.
But no, I would put him in like C tier. I don't have anything aggressively wrong with him. I just don't think he's great.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Okay, so back to Rebels. The seventh sister and the fifth brother.
Okay, fifth brother is D tier.
D tier?
I don't know. Oh shit, the guy showed up. 1 second. Let me not lose this chapter.
Yeah, you need to start the.
I think I'm gonna be honest. I have a bit of a soft spot for the seventh sister because while the show was airing, I thought for sure that she was Barris. Because like they're the same species,
Yeah, they
they're
are.
the same age range, so I'm like, damn, they're gonna do this. And then they didn't, and she got killed off completely unceremoniously, and I was so disappointed. But
Can you start the Discord stream, by the way?
oh yeah, I should do that.
I feel like Seventh Sister is like a B tier villain because she shows up more and has more impact and is pretty cool with her like spy robot droid thing.
Yeah, no, like Seventh Sister is I would say solidly the most compelling of all the Inquisitors we see.
I do like the Grand Inquisitor though.
Yeah, the Grand is cool. They're cool for different reasons.
Where are we putting the Grand Inquisitor?
I would give him B tier as well.
Yeah, but brother, nah, not interesting.
Fifth brother, not interesting. The one that shows up for literally a single episode, fuck off.
Okay. I guess we can just finish the Rebels people now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the recurring male Imperial guy who destroys the whole fleet because he Anki, and then the woman who blows up the oil because she Anki.
Yeah, they're very much children's show villains.
I would put the guy in like D and the woman in like C.
Yeah,
because I think
the woman gets a bit more characterization, and she gets to like fight in hand-to-hand combat that one time, but
yeah, I didn't really like them. Like they're so. This is the thing, and I read a Reddit comment that basically said this: that Thrawn would ream all of the heroes' asses in Rebels so hard.
Yeah.
They had to cuck him by giving him minions that were very low IQ.
Like Thrawn's reputation from Legends, they couldn't get rid of that, so they had to just be like, oh yeah, we're going to put a bunch of guys with single-digit IQ in the same room as Thrawn at all times.
Yeah, speaking of Thrawn, I feel like he's definitely S tier.
Yeah. He's just, again, he's compelling because of how he's evil. He's not compelling because he has, Rebels didn't kill his parents or whatnot. He's still just a compelling villain because he's just good at what he does.
He's so interesting because he's not evil. Like
he's like the Chorus type evil, you know?
Yeah, I read some backstory and basically he doesn't really have a leg in the fight. Have an arm? I don't fucking know, whatever.
He doesn't have to protect he's there to protect his people from whatever the fuck.
And he thinks that Empire is the best way to do it, but he doesn't really give a shit.
Has the most military might.
But he's such a great, he's so good as he's I don't know a comparable because there's no really, I don't know a mastermind villain that
he's just good
is
at
also
what
not easy.
And it's nice that it's not because he's not necessarily because he has some great advantage or because the heroes are stupid. He's just really fucking smart.
Yeah, I like the episode where he's talking to Hera and he's he recognizes her little artifacts from her childhood. And he's like, oh, I can see this is important. I'm like, wow, you're really paying attention.
Yeah. And you're using that to your advantage. It's not just a informed character trait. We see it time and time again.
Yeah. Okay, next we have Jabba and his really annoying purple sun that shows up for a couple episodes.
You mean Zero?
Zero is an F tier villain to me.
Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah, Jabba the Hutt.
I hate his son.
He has a child?
He does, but it's not Zero. His child is a little green slug named Rhoda, and I'm not kidding.
Oh, I think it's his nephew. His nephew's so annoying.
Zero's his uncle, but you're getting close.
Oh, where would you put him? And
Zero is an easy D tier.
And where would you put Jabba?
I mean, Jabba provided some memorable scenes. Jabba, Jabba and the Hutts as a whole as villains are not they're slugs. But the amount of shit they can get done just with their influence, I think, is at least interesting.
He's a B tier to me. I don't feel strongly about him.
So once again, I do like my villains who are just evil because they're evil.
Same. I agree.
Jabba's not evil because Spice killed his mom or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Han Solo killed his mom, I guess would be the correct form of that joke here.
Oh. Next we have the banking guild goblins. They're kind of D tier to me. Maybe C, maybe D. They don't really do anything. They're kind of D tier.
I think Rush Clovis could be like a B tier, but the banking guild themselves are just they exist.
Yeah, Rush Clovis isn't on here. It's just the banking guild goblins. Yeah, no, I agree. Oh, okay. Oh, this is an interesting one. That Jedi guy with 4 arms who betrayed everyone.
General Grievous?
No,
Wait,
this is a different
this one
guy.
we can't talk about unless we want to spoil it, like a 10-year-old episode.
No one here is watching the Clone Wars. We won't name him.
Y'all need to watch the Clone Wars. It's great. But him, I think he would be like a nice A tier, or at least
I love him. It's very like out of the blue.
Like it's such a unique twist, honestly, because the whole time you're thinking, "Wow, this guy's really shit at his job." But no,
I don't remember why he was bad though. Was it because he was like disillusioned?
I think he's just kind of like, he's like, "Damn, the Republic's falling. I want off this train."
Yeah, understandable. Yeah, he's like an A tier.
The Republic fell off plus ratio.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, here we have Thrawn's personal bodyguard that runs on his all fours.
D tier.
And he's like B plus in my mind. He's cool.
He's cool.
I don't give a shit about
nothing.
him. Yeah, he gets murked pretty quickly. Kylo Ren.
That's like
I think he's worse than Zero the Hutt as a villain. He's just like a whiny little baby.
That's the guy from the new movies, right?
Yeah. The one who spends all of the Force Awakens just throwing temper tantrums and breaking shit.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's
kind of not
pathetic as a villain.
Yeah. Ooh. The Yeti from the originals.
It's hard to call him a villain. He's just an animal.
I'll just not place him anywhere.
He's just an animal looking for dinner, like. he just happened to pick the heroes as dinner.
Oh, ooh, these are one of my favorites. I'm already putting them in A tier. I don't care what you have to say.
Yeah.
The Tusken Raiders.
Yeah, they're fine. They've been getting a lot more nuance recently, where we see like insights into their culture, which I think is kind of sweet.
Yeah. I'm not gonna place them either. They're not villains.
Yeah, again, like...
I'm gonna make a not villains tier.
Yeah, like they're not villains, they're just people, what's it? They're trying to defend their homeland, you know?
Yeah. Fuck these hoes. Where was I? Oh, here we go. Ooh, okay. This is one of my favorite Clone Wars characters. The Spider General.
Oh, he's good.
I love him. He's so good. He's so interesting.
I think we could put him up to like low A tier.
Yeah, he's just like so smart and
he's like a proto-Thrawn.
Yeah, I was sad to see him go.
I was definitely considering he was supposed to be killed off in his first appearance. I'm glad they brought him back for bits.
Yes, he was so good. Ooh, Savage. He's kind of boring. But I don't hate him.
He does what he needs to do. I would put him in like C tier.
Yeah, he was like okay.
Oh fucking hell!
Did someone die?
Leanne got boltinged.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh, Leanne. That's like an important one. Fuck.
Yeah, when she does the same thing again.
Yes.
Does it end the chapter?
It does.
Yeah, because Leanne's a force encounter. I think it probably ends the chapter.
Yeah, she's like really important. God damn it.
Fucking hell. Anyway, let's keep going.
How did Leanne die? Bolting?
Bolting. She got doubled by bolting.
This is why you play aggressively, or this is why they have anti-turtle mechanics. Smile.
This is okay. The next person is the the Mandalorian character from Rebels who like tries to yeet Sabine while they're like on some moon.
I remember who you're talking about, but I could not tell you his name this time.
He works for. He's like the Mandalorians that like work for the Empire. He's whatever. He's C tier.
C tier.
Ooh. Okay. Mother Talzin.
Talzin, I would say, is like a solid B tier. I wish they did more with her. She definitely felt a bit like wasted potential.
She was really cool. I was really sad when they like killed off the Night Sisters. The Night Sisters were so interesting, and they just yeeted them.
Mm-hmm. Which, hey, at least it brought us Ventress's character arc. So
this is true. That was like I really loved like their whole aesthetic.
Mm-hmm. No, Night Sisters are cool.
Agreed.
Monster, I think the episode is called, the one where like Savage first appears, is one of the best episodes in all of the Clone Wars.
Yes, I loved her like little beef with Dooku, and then they like when she like tried to murder him.
Yeah, just like gonna voodoo his ass.
Yeah, and it failed. Sad.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dooku had "I'm in the next movie" plot insurance.
That was literally like the most interesting like scene Dooku had.
Yeah, no, Dooku was just there. He was definitely a bit of a waste of potential.
That whole scene though where they go to his palace and they like fight him. I found that to be really entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember how I'm watching the scene right now. How did they even find it? Like, how did he live? Oh yeah, they like stuck something in his neck.
Yeah, they shot like a blow dart in his neck to dull his reflexes.
I was really sad when he didn't die. That was literally the most interesting Dooku was in the entire series.
Yeah, they kind of wasted him.
Yeah, if they had a arc where he like tried to like claim power from the Emperor.
He spends the whole time being like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it after you made me get rid of Ventress," and then he never does because Revenge of the Sith was already made.
Yeah, if they had an arc where he goes for like some power grab and fails and gets yeeted, that would have been entertaining, but they didn't.
It just makes me wonder like how much different Star Wars would be if it like the TV shows and movies were released in direct chronological order.
True. Okay. Now we just have stormtroopers. I'm very indifferent towards them. They're whatever.
They're like battle droids except without the comedy factor.
Yeah, they're like C tier in my mind. They're
there. They tried to do something interesting with them in the sequels, but then they decided not to give Finn any screen time.
Yeah, it was really boring. Next, the palace guards, the red stormtroopers with shit.
Same as like regular stormtroopers. I think they're there. They look cooler, but they're just there.
Yeah, basically. God, I don't fucking remember who this character was. Okay, we'll just go to the next one.
Send me a photo.
It's the guy who had the mech suit that was the villain. I don't.
Send me a photo, please. This is not helping.
The mech suit villain, yeah. Sorry, the resolution is so low.
Okay, this meme is great, Seb. I need y'all to check stream memes because this sums up pretty much the entire back half of Radiant Dawn. Oh, him, Wat Tambor, D tier.
D tier?
He's like he's completely irrelevant. His only character trait is that he's like greedy.
Yeah, basically. Next. I'm not gonna do the later. I'm not gonna do the sequel villains outside of the ones that are big, because I haven't.
Well, let's just dump Captain Phasma right into F tier while we're here.
Who?
The shiny stormtrooper.
Who is this? What's his name?
Phasma, I think. The one that gets thrown into the trash in The Force Awakens.
Oh, Phasma. Yes.
Literally the most irrelevant character in the most irrelevant trilogy.
She could have been something.
She could have been something. Then they just killed her off halfway through for some reason.
Where did I put her? Did I put her anywhere? Oh yes, I put her in question mark.
She actually just is a straight up villain. She's just bad at it.
Oh, I'm posting another one in stream with guests. This guy, they doesn't have a name.
All right. This is. It's Traitor. It's the guy who yells "traitor" and then spins his thing around.
Right, where would you put him?
Can we put him in like S+ tier for the meme?
Yes.
He's probably the only good thing to come out of the fucking sequel trilogy.
Okay. Fuck. I moved this around. Ooh, Grievous. Grievous is like an A-tier villain to me. I love Grievous.
I remember his design. He's cool.
He's got a cool design. He's just shit at his job.
Yeah. True. What are your thoughts on Grievous, Mia?
How do I even phrase this? Like, I think ultimately he kind of just sucks at being a villain because he never wins anything ever.
Yeah, he has like a couple battles he wins, but nothing significant. And he like kills off
the Clone Wars, right?
He's in the Clone Wars, and his track record in the Clone Wars is about as good as his track record in the films, aka terrible.
He's in the films? What movie?
He shows up in Revenge of the Sith and gets killed off.
His beef with Obi-Wan was really funny because he never beat him.
Yeah, like he came close a few times, but Obi-Wan always escaped. Like, I think the one thing for me that saves him from D tier is just the beef with Obi-Wan being genuinely funny.
Yeah, he just doesn't win.
He's not allowed to win, but sometimes he comes close.
Okay, this is the this is some like bug queen lady.
Is it?
I don't remember.
Is it? She's from the Geonosis arc in the Clone Wars.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I would put her in like C tier.
Yeah, very boring.
She's there because she has to be. The zombies that she controls are honestly much more interesting.
Truth. Oh, this is one of the Darksaber Mandalorians. I think from the Clone Wars.
Free Vizsla?
Yeah. Yes. I'm really bad at names.
Does he have like the blonde sort of cowlick thing?
Yes. Yes. The Death Watch guy.
Yeah, Death Watch leader. He's cool. He's neat.
He's B+.
B+.
B whatever.
Yeah, B or B+ seems like accurate.
I don't fucking remember any of these people left.
The Clone Wars had 8 seasons. It's fine.
No, these are all people from the sequels.
Okay,
the sequels they're all like insignificant sequel or Clone Wars characters.
No, the distortion vanished. Fuck.
Or they're just like characters from the original that I don't remember. Okay, I'll just include Tarkin and then we'll stop.
Yeah, I think we've hit all the major ones except Tarkin, who I think is like a solid A tier.
Yeah, Tarkin's cool. Again, doesn't really do much. Well, I mean, he's kind of significant. All right, I'm going to post this in the stream with guests. It's a final list. We have our own traitor tier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, traitor is great. This is a very acceptable list. I can get behind this.
Here, I'll post everyone I left out if you want to include any of them.
I'm sure it's all just Clone Wars arc villains and sequel characters. I think we hit all the important ones.
Yeah, there's I think some of these are significant, but I think a lot of them are just side characters. Or just that weren't. There's Snoke, but I blocked Snoke from my mind.
Who gives a shit? Not even the films gave a shit about Snoke. Aura Singh is cool? Second from the top?
Which one is that? Second from the top?
Second
On the
top.
right?
On the left. Second from the top
ponytail? Left. She was just like some bounty hunter.
Yeah. Like, she's cool, but she's also just a bounty hunter, so she doesn't...
She was in like 2 episodes at most, I think.
Yeah. She had a thing... She was in the Bova arc where she was just kind of like...
Oh, that's right. She was like...
Yeah.
She
was like Boba's mentor, except she's also a total fucking sociopath.
Yeah, she was forgettable.
Yeah, neat. She's kind of like Boba to me, like neat design that I don't really need to know more about.
Star Wars has had so many insignificant villains, which makes sense, but damn.
I mean, I would think that any show that runs for 8 seasons is going to have a lot of random arc villains.
8 seasons, 11 movies, like 5 sideshows.
But no, I think we hit all the important ones.
Yeah. we included all the Clone Wars ones except for like 3.
Mm-hmm. You can tell where our priorities are at.
None of the sequel.
None of the sequels. I also just want to point out, literally none of our S tier ever gets redeemed except for Darth Vader.
Vader, I don't consider that a redemption arc for Vader. It's like a redemption scene.
Yeah, like the arc gets more fleshed out with like expanded universe and stuff, and also just knowing who Anakin is helps a lot.
We don't have any redeemable villains in S or A tier, except for Ventress.
Ventress is like the only one.
Where is our highest? Callus? Yeah, Callus is redeemed.
Boba kind of redeemed.
I would consider Talzin Talzin's not a villain. Talzin's
a villain, but she operates on a different scope than, like a different angle than the other villains.
She has different. She's
priorities.
Like when there's she's the Switzerland of villains. She doesn't really have a side. She's just like, fuck all y'all. You all are all trying to kill me. Peace out.
Like, she has her own goals. They just happen to be villainous.
That's what we need more. We need more villains that don't have sides. They're just like, we need more like villains that are not a part of either side.
No, that's what makes Talzin so interesting, is that she's just doing her own thing.
Yeah, just trying to assassinate people. Who knows?
Yeah. Just trying to assassinate people from halfway across the galaxy. You know the deal.
It was very based.
Well, that was fun.
That was good.
I the fucking chapter by now, but unfortunately, we're not allowed to have nice things.
No nice things.
No nice things in Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn.
You should post that tier list onto Twitter and see what people say.
I'll post it along with the meme that Seth posted, which is an extremely good meme, so I want to post it.
Oh, okay. Now we'll do Star Wars Heroes tier list.
Sure.
I need to see that in a second. Okay.
I hope you put the one Asian guy from Rogue One at S+.
The guy played by Donnie Yen.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but sure.
Yeah, the one Asian guy.
Yeah, I mean, I presume that's who you're talking about.
Why are these sprites for these characters are so disgusting?
Are they video game characters?
Yes, they're like video game sprites. They're so unreadable. I don't know. Who did this? I can't even tell who these are.
Do you need help, or are they just that bad?
No, the sprites are just ugly as fuck. All right. No, Mia, I'll send you a picture of what, like, they're just ugly. These aren't all heroes, but holy shit. Unlookable.
All right, let me see this. Ew.
Right?
Oh, these are from some mobile game.
They're so ugly.
God, look at Luke, who's got, like, one of the versions of Luke just has, like, a fucking pinhead.
Yeah, no, they're really ugly. Okay, here we go. We have Alright, these are cheesy ranking names. I'm gonna change these.
There's got to be like a better tier list.
Oh yeah, we're not using that one.
I found
Those
just
are
like a
ugly as
general.
shit.
I found a general character one. I'm just not going to include the villains. All right. Okay. We have. I just need. Do they differentiate? No, they don't differentiate which version they're in. Just Obi-Wan, S tier.
Yeah, Obi-Wan is a whole S tier. He rarely has. I think he was also probably the most enjoyable part of the prequels.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Ahsoka's S tier. Don't care. Anakin's S tier.
No questions asked.
Grogu.
Who?
S plus tier. He's fucking adorable.
Who's Grogu?
Baby Yoda.
Grogu's Baby Yoda.
That's his name? It's fucking Grogu?
Yes, everyone had the same reaction. Don't worry.
How do you learn his name?
They tell you.
They tell you.
Well, I mean, how?
I don't remember.
I think it's like Ahsoka looks into his memories and is like, "Oh, your name's Grogu."
Yes, probably. Mace Windu. He's kind of B, kind of A.
Yeah, he's cool. He's played by Samuel L. Jackson, so he's like by the
Yeah, and he deadass created a whole plot point when he said, "Give me a purple saber, bitch," and they're like, "I guess you're morally neutral."
Mm-hmm. I don't like how he treats Ahsoka. I think that's.
Yeah.
There's definitely some karma that if he treated Ahsoka better, he probably would not have been killed by Anakin later.
I do like how he's like. He goes against the grain.
Mm-hmm. Like he's interesting. He's also just like a little too harsh sometimes.
Yeah. R2D2, kind of S tier.
Solid S tier.
Yoda. Yoda's kind of S tier.
Yeah.
We're just gonna put so many people in S tier. The ranking is meaningless.
I mean,
let's keep going until we find one.
A lot of the OG Star Wars characters are like iconic. Mm-hmm. So.
Okay, Luke.
Oh, are we ignoring the sequels?
We can make sequel Luke separate.
Okay, sequel Luke is like a solid F tier.
F tier? No.
It's just such a fucking character assassination. Like they pretty much asteroided him.
Yeah.
I think regular Luke is like not the most interesting guy, but I like him.
Yeah, he's like A. Yeah, whatever.
He can be A.
Green-haired tentacle guy.
Kit Fisto, that guy?
Yes.
He does like one thing in the Clone Wars. That's neat.
Yeah, he's like he'll go and see, but he looks very. He has that arc where he goes to Grievous's house.
Oh yeah, that's one of that's probably like the best early Clone Wars episode.
Yeah, so he gets a B for that. You passed.
Also, everyone probably has their one favorite random background Jedi, so I'm sure he's somebody.
Yeah. Satine.
I would put her in like B tier. I think she's fascinating because she's a very flawed character.
You said B? Yeah. I like Satine. She's okay.
I think her relationship with Obi-Wan is very sweet and also very heartbreaking.
Yeah. Padme. I think Padme's A tier.
Yeah, Padme's A tier. The Clone Wars absolutely saved her.
She's badass as fuck in the prequels too.
True. I guess that is true. Actually now that I think about it, she is 9 months pregnant in the one movie where she's not a badass. So
I love the plot point of them having an identical, like a nearly identical like maid take her place. I think that's very
so
cool.
Great. I wish they used it more throughout the trilogy because it feels like it got abandoned after like the first one.
We have Jyn Erso.
Who?
The chick from Rogue One.
Oh, all right. Name's mistake.
She's nothing special.
She's kind of bland.
I mean, unfortunately, I think the ending of Rogue One means a lot of the Rogue One characters are going to be a little lower than they maybe could have been.
I try to ignore the ending of Rogue One, even though that's the only important part of Rogue One.
Yeah. I never in a million years thought they would actually have done it. I thought there's no way they're going to, do it.
Jin is kind of a C in my mind. She's like, you could put any person there in a movie.
Exists. She does what she needs to do.
We have Finn.
Yeah, Finn has the most potential of any of the leads in the sequel trilogy by far, and then his entire screen time in the second and third movie was just shouting Rey over and over.
Where do you put him? I'll let you just sequel characters.
I would put him in like C tier. I think it's. I want to put him higher because of the potential he had, but the fact that it just got so squandered, I think, hurts him.
Yeah. Where would you put Rey?
I would put Rey in D tier.
D tier? Okay. And where would you put what's his fucking name? Poe.
Like the panda.
The panda?
Like Kung Fu Panda, Poe.
Where would you put Poe?
I would also put him in D tier.
Rip D tier Poe.
They're just both, like, neither of them grow at all. They never get any sort of development except turning the one Latino guy into a drug smuggler halfway through the third movie for some reason.
Who the fuck is Poe in this list? I'll find him later. Okay. So we have where are the heroes? Wait, you watched Bad Batch, right?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so we have can you just oh my god, this is making me Google's making me bald.
Just describe them. Like, what do they look like?
I'm trying to remember his name.
Which one of the batch is it?
He's the one with the goggles. He's the smart one.
The smart one. His name is Tech.
Tech's like B.
He's B. I would put all the batch in B. They're like funny and they're cool characters, but none of them get very fleshed out.
What about? Yeah, actually, yeah, no, it's fine.
Even Echo, which is really quite tragic.
Echo was very tragic.
Why did he have to be like the least used out of all of them?
Yeah, he was just kind of there in Bad Batch.
He exists to be like Tech's number 2.
Bad Batch is basically all these like clones that are like built different.
Yeah.
They're cute, they're
it's
cute.
It's a neat series. It's not going to be anyone's favorite. Again, it's not the Clone Wars. That's the worst sin of all of these. Is they're not the Clone Wars.
Okay, so we're gonna separate these main characters. Okay.
The worst sin of these could be the sequels.
Where would you put prequel Obi-Wan and then original Obi-Wan?
I would honestly say they're both probably like A or S.
I'll put prequel in A, but sequel or original is S. Yeah.
Original is S. Original is just fucking iconic.
He's so cool, and I loved him in Rebels.
But yeah, Rebels Obi-Wan was great. I'm glad they found someone who can really do a great impression of Alec Guinness. It's very important.
Okay, we have Chewbacca. He's S tier. I don't give a fuck.
He's
Bo-Katan. I like her.
I like
She's
her
more
too.
interesting than Sabine.
Yeah, I would put her around. All the Mandalorians have the exact same problem with that they spend a lot of time being like, you can't be a real Mandalorian, and just like pointing the finger at each other.
Yeah,
like even
true.
Satine does it. So, I that's what I noticed is that a lot of people, like my mom, who did not watch the Clone Wars but watched the Mandalorian, was like, "Wow, Bo-Katan's kind of a bitch."
True. Oh, okay. Here we go. We have prequel Yoda.
I think he's fine. I would put him like a tier below original Yoda.
Yeah, I'll put Yoda in S, and I'll put prequel Yoda in B.
Yeah, Clone War. I think the Clone Wars absolutely saves prequel Yoda, as is the trend with like all the prequel characters.
Yeah, true. Ooh, we have Jar Jar. I like Jar Jar. Outside
the Clone
of the
Wars
movies.
sure fucking saves Jar Jar.
Isn't there a crazy theory about how Jar Jar was like the evil guy all along?
Yeah, Darth Jar Jar.
I think that's probably the funniest part.
Yeah.
True.
Again, like the Clone Wars absolutely saves Jar Jar because they make sure they tone down all like the bad parts and make it show some actual competencies. Like he's really good at taming animals. He's a good street artist.
True.
He's like genuinely a well-meaning person, or Gunkin, I guess, even if he's kind of bad at everything.
True. Okay. Oh, okay. Where would you put Rebel? Would you put Rebels in? Okay, I feel like Rebels, Ahsoka is A tier, and then Clone Wars, Ahsoka is S tier.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Okay. We have Saw Gerrera. I think he's a cunt. I hate him.
He's a douche. Even in the Clone Wars, he's still a douche. He's just less of a douche.
He's like B tier because I think he's a good character, but he's an ass.
Like the novelty of like getting a Clone Wars character in a film was neat, but why'd it have to be him?
True. I'll put him in C. Fuck him. Okay. We have Blind Man in
Yo, S plus.
Blind.
I have
Blind
seen a Jar Jar tongue pop. It's fucking terrifying.
They're kind of C. I don't think they're both either interesting.
Yeah,
Wait, is that not Asian dude?
Yeah, that's Asian.
It's Asian dude, Rogue One,
and then I'm not even joking.
Polynesian dude.
Asian dude and Polynesian dude were both like neat, but they kind of fall victim to being in Rogue One, and therefore contractually
they have used once and never again.
Contractually, they never show up ever again.
Rogue One characters aren't characters; they're just like personality traits.
Yo, but he's so cool.
He is very cool. I think my favorite of the bunch was the robot, but he's probably second.
The robot's awesome. I love the robot. Okay, I can't remember the robot line, but I remember like my favorite moment of that movie was just like him saying some random bullshit and then people stop fighting or something. Or like, what was it? I can't remember.
Yeah, there's one moment where he like smashes Jin with a shovel and it's like, "Congratulations, you're being rescued."
Oh yes, that's it.
Great.
That's the best part of the movie. As someone who's not heavily invested into Star Wars, Rogue One is fun.
It's a fun movie, but it's not a very good movie.
It's not a very good movie. I completely recognize that. But it's fun.
It's fun. It doesn't rely on like extreme continuity. Anyone who's been alive since 1977 knows about the Death Star and the Death Star plans.
Yeah.
Okay, we're now going through obscure Jedis. Okay, we have Shak Ti.
S tier. She's my favorite.
You know what? Shak Ti isn't. She's actually kind of interesting, but she's interesting.
She was a lot more fun in Legends, where she was like a fucking badass.
She was in I never watched Legends. Did I watch Legends?
Legends is not like a show. It's just like the collection of stuff that existed before Disney took over.
She's very cool. I think she's like a B tier character.
I think her Clone Wars appearances, I would still salvage her decently.
A or B, Mia? Pick.
Can you put her in A just for me?
Yes.
And then we'll put whatever your favorite filler Jedi is in A too.
I don't know. I think she's one of. Okay, I'll put Luminara in A because I think Luminara is very cool.
No, Luminara is fun. I feel bad for her in the show because oh my god, Clone Wars takes every time they want to bash a Jedi, it's fucking Luminara.
But she's so nice and she's so sweet.
She's so nice. She's like also one of the few Jedi Anakin is shown to just be like casually friends with, and it's her. Like that's the last person you'd expect Anakin to just be.
He's also one of the few Jedi where he truly like respects her as a character, like as a person.
Like they just have a legit chemistry that he doesn't have with anyone else, and it's very weird. But
okay,
also,
now for my least favorite. Now for my least favorite filler Jedi, Ki Adi Mundai. I think he's a dick.
Yeah. The thing with the kill count where he's like, oh, I killed these guys, but also they were living beings. Like, it's just weird. He does care about the droid attack on the Wookiees. That's about it.
But I'm putting him in C tier. I don't know. He goes in B because he has a real character.
Yeah. He's the only one in the prequels that was like real besides like the main characters. I guess that's worth something.
I'm trying to figure out who these people are.
If you send a picture, I guarantee I can name all of them.
Sacy Tin?
Oh yeah, he's there. He's like the only Jedi Council member that never gets an episode in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, he can go and see. You're not real. Where I had him somewhere on here. Okay, not a real character. Next. Who is Leia. Leia can go in S.
Leia is a solid S tier. I think she redefined like female protagonists for a very long time.
Yeah.
Ripper actor.
Yeah, that hit me pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie.
It was really sad. Isla Secura. She exists.
She exists. She's French for some reason, so instant F tier.
Well, all the Twi'leks
all the
are
Twi'leks
French.
are French, except Hera.
Well, no, Hera has a French accent. She just covered it up.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you know what? If I was French, I would cover up my accent too.
That's a good point. That's a good point. She has like the first episode that sets Ahsoka's character arc into motion. That's neat.
Okay, we're also putting Plo Koon in S, or no, in A.
Yeah, Plo Koon is great. He benefits the most from the Clone Wars by far.
Yes.
No, that's fair.
Who else is on here?
God, I just want like a fucking anthology series where each episode focuses on a different Jedi Master.
Hondo's also going in A.
Yeah.
I think Hondo's great.
Hondo is hilarious. He gets all the best lines.
True. Wait, I'm really confused. Prequel Anakin before he turns evil is D tier.
Yeah. Clone Wars Anakin is my favorite character of all time.
Yeah, prequel Anakin
outside of the Clone Wars is dog shit.
This is a filler Jedi who has spindly hair and gets murdered.
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Okay, I'm putting her in stream with guests. I don't remember her name.
Adi Gallia, that's her name.
She gets murked. I don't remember
her. She's kind of neat. I would put her in like... I guess if C tiers are like you're there, she's at least better than that because she's B.
Yeah, she can go in B.
She also has a cousin who literally just reuses her character model in the Clone Wars and has 0 lines.
Oh, I love that. Okay, we have, well, they don't have multiple versions of him, so we're just going to say this is, fuck, I forgot his name. Who did Childish Gambino play in Solo? Who's the important guy? Lando. Lando's an A tier character, I feel.
Lando is an A tier. Again, kind of similar to Leia. I think like the cultural impact of just having a black character who was there in the 70s in a movie that wasn't like a blaxploitation film was a big deal.
Yes, he's so cool. I love Lando.
He's cool. He's Donald Glover was actually perfect casting.
Yes.
Oh, Lando. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
Zelfie popping up every 15 minutes to...
I'm glad, unlike the others, you're at least here interjecting.
Ooh, this is the, well, I don't know if this is a different one, but the refit assassin droid from The Mandalorian. I feel like he's an 8. I love him.
It's a funny story. I'm like the fakest Star Wars fan ever because everyone always buys me Star Wars shit. And I do like Star Wars. But, like, I can't lie. I watched those movies when I was, like, 8. I barely remember the plots of, like, the originals.
Damn. We're gonna have to sit you down one day and, like,
I just like the characters a lot and the setting. The setting's cool.
The setting's great. I love the setting that just opens up, like... I love how the setting just opens up, like, infinite possibilities, too.
Right. I mean, as you can tell by all the Star Wars things I didn't know they existed.
Alright, we gotta kill this Swordmaster. Yeah, no relation to Lando Asterion, thank God.
Who said Lando Asterion?
Kaz says Lando T, Captain Lando?
Okay, so we have Han. Han can go in S.
Yeah.
He's still a dick, though.
Han's a dick, but, like, it works.
Yeah. The droid from Rogue One. Where are you putting him? Are you putting him in S?
He's
based. I would put him in, like, S or A. Like comedy factor, I think, makes it, like, an A. You know, like, he's not really a character because he's stuck in Rogue One, and therefore, Rogue
He's
One
a droid.
happens.
All funny droids immediately S tier.
Yeah. Wherever we put the battle droids.
Shitface from Rebels, the kid.
Ezra?
I forgot his name. Ezra? He can go in it.
He is
Like,
by
he can go in
far the
B.
least interesting part of Rebels.
He can go in B. Kanan can go in A.
Yeah. Like, the plot
I feel
revolves
strong.
around Ezra, and therefore, like, he does get good moments, but he's just less interesting than the rest of the cast.
Kanan, yeah, if I were to rank Rebels characters, it would go Hera, Kanan, and then the rest of them.
The rest. Hera is great.
Yeah. Qui-Gon, what are your feelings on Qui-Gon, Mia?
This is interesting. I feel like
He
there
has-
is an argument to be made that he doesn't make much. That, like, maybe the Phantom Menace should have just had Obi-Wan be like the main Jedi the whole time.
He has like such a like all of this shit that like he's like that revolves around him happens after he dies, where he
Yeah.
like teaches Yoda how
He
to like
becomes a
project his
significantly better
perception.
character once he's dead, and not even in like a mean way that he's off the screen. Just they have
No,
more to do
he's
with him
only
outside of the
relevant
screen.
once he dies. Okay, you know
I think
they
it's
have
an interesting spin on like the mentor dying relatively quickly because
yeah.
he is dead, but he fixes that.
Okay, so we have Ventress, but we'll say this is Ventress after her redemption arc.
Solid A tier still. Like
Okay.
that,
It's-
Ventress
I don't
nails the
know.
whole like morally ambiguous but still a good guy thing. You know,
Yeah, she wants to be good.
she wants to be good, but she was raised to be evil. So sometimes her
Basically.
methods. Oh, battle save at the end of the stream as usual.
Okay, here is our completed list.
All right.
I
Not
think
gonna lie,
he
that
came
took way less time than I was expecting.
This came out. You know, I can subscribe to this list.
This is fine. I think that we do a good job of balancing out each other's weird takes.
Ah! I like how this list is both very serious and very not serious.
Mm-hmm.
I know our D and C tiers are very correct, but everything else is.
Everything else is like, you've got the objectively correct D and C tier, and then
And
everything else is like,
S, D, and D are correct, and then after that, it's whatever.
after that, it's just like a matter of opinion.
Well, A and B just like rotate
Wait, where
on.
the fuck is C-3PO?
Ah, did I find? Oh,
Why is C-3PO not on here?
oh, because
He's a villain.
his face was fucked up in the thing. He can go in S.
Yeah, I think C-3PO is funny. I will never get tired of watching him.
He's literally you.
Shut up.
We're like, hey, we're gonna go on this deadly mission. You're like, hey,
What if we
you're
didn't?
like, you literally are because we'll do something evil. And you'll be like, no, stop, don't do that. And then we'll actually do it. And you'll be like, okay, I guess I'll come.
Yeah.
And you know, because
Like-
your reasoning is literally the same. We'll do something stupid. And you'll be like, hey, don't do that. Wait for me. I always have to follow you guys. I always have to make sure you guys won't kill yourselves.
No. Like, I want you guys to know that I think what you're doing is stupid, but I'm going to follow anyway.
Because you yeah, if we died, you would be sad.
Pretty much.
C-3PO is great. I think he's a great foil.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'll be right back.
Alright. Look at us managing to rank Star Wars shit without even ranking the films. Because that's a cesspool.
What? I'm sorry, I like blinked out.
It's okay. Nothing important happened. I need to
Okay.
kill that fucker with Purge or Bolting or whatever it was before Leanne dies again. So I've been horde hunting this entire time, and I've got nothing.
I mean, I can't even see the stream right now. I can't even commentate. All I know is that you got punished by an anti-turtling mechanic, and
Oh,
it'll
yeah, I
probably
never
still
reset the
continue
stream.
with the turtle.
Something fucking happens. We're up to where we were. Okay, trying to like horde hunt Shadowt is a pain because they fucking scatter.
More reason was successful. Also, Star Wars has so many more villains than heroes. I don't know how I feel about that.
I think it's because like with a villain they're eventually going to die, but you can keep a hero around forever.
Also, they had fucking Kanan and Ezra on here, but no Hera. This is
Hera's
robbery.
the best character in Rebels. What the fuck is that?
She's also the most interesting. The whole thing with her family and like, you know, her dad. Oh, her relationship with her dad, it was so good.
This is
where
going
he's
to get
like,
me solid killed probably.
I disagree with your methods, Dad, but I still love you. And her dad's like, you're a pussy, but I still love you, daughter.
It's nice to see like parents in Star Wars that are not evil for once.
And not dead.
Yeah, I feel like that's a general fiction thing, is every good parent ends up dead.
If you think about it, Hera is the liberal and her dad is the anarchist. He's like, hey, I want to blow that ship out of the fucking sky. And she's like, no, Dad, you can't do that. And she's like, I guess you can.
Yeah. It's like, who's gonna stop me? You?
Well, and then there ended up being two, so they were like, I guess you can compromise. I wish they had more other characters from other media in Rebels, but it was basically just Ahsoka.
Yeah, and Rex. Don't forget Rex.
Rex kinda, yeah.
Rex was there. I thought he was gonna die at least once. I was very concerned.
Yeah. Rex wasn't really that important. He was kind of important. Yeah. Oh, there was that character who was like the fighter pilot from the original movies.
Oh yeah, him.
When they recruited him.
Yeah, he was cool. He never really went beyond like an auxiliary character, but I guess he also didn't need to.
Well, he was always just an auxiliary character.
Yeah.
I liked that episode with him and Chopper and someone else.
The not C-3PO. Blue C-3PO.
I liked the one where they were like, Chopper's acting weird. He never apologizes.
Yeah. And then because Wedge doesn't know Chopper, he's like, oh, come on.
Oh, you know that was such a great character. The cargo bot that they took. That was one of my favorites.
He's great. He's just funny. Star Wars does funny robots very well.
Yeah, I mean, what other media has funny robots?
I don't know.
We need funny robots in Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
What if they made like a cyberpunk Fire Emblem? How would you feel about that, Mia?
I think it would be interesting, but I'd rather see it as like its own franchise, rather than just kind of being attached to Fire Emblem.
Do you think Fire Emblem will ever stop making games?
It nearly did a few times.
It nearly did. So people did not care about the series until Awakening, which is the game with like Crumb and Robin, for example.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Awakening
that
was supposed to be the very last game in the franchise.
I think the very cool part about that game is if you look at that game, it was very clearly a homage to like every other older Fire Emblem game, like a shit ton of references and shit.
No,
they really thought that was gonna be the last one.
It was like,
and then it like got insanely popular for no reason. They're like,
it saved the entire series.
Yeah, and then Three Houses came out. Well, actually, no. What happened first was Fates came out, and then JP went fucking ballistic over this game. They love this game to fucking death. Echoes came out. No one cared about Echoes. And then finally, Three Houses came out.
Yeah. Three Houses, I think, is where Fire Emblem really like finally hit mainstream.
Yeah, Three Houses.
Girls in it.
It got the Switch treatment. A lot of the like main series games gave their titles on Switch. Besides, like, I guess like Star Allies was like the only miss so far of like Nintendo's mainline properties.
Yeah, because before that, Fire Emblem's strategy had been, let's release an SNES game after the N64 releases.
Yeah.
Which I genuinely still cannot fathom why they did that.
It was after it was discontinued?
Yeah, it was after the release of the N64, so...
Yeah.
That's sad.
It was just a game they were working on, and they were like, fuck it, let's push this out, I guess.
Yeah. No point in retooling this for the N64.
So popular?
Waifuism. Probably. A lot of what happened at Awakening was a lot more of a streamlined support system. So you know how like Path of Radiance characters can only have supports of 2 characters?
Yeah.
Yeah, they killed that in Awakening. So every character can now get every support with every other character. And then they also made it
because
so you
the
compare
supports are
characters
usually the
up.
best parts of these games.
And then thanks to a time travel plot, those like actual parents you made have their kids like actually join in. So there's like a pairing aspect to it too. So it appealed well to like ship fandom. On top of that, there's just a very easy to get into game.
It's a very easy to get into the game. This plot is straightforward with like some great moments and some...
Yeah, it also had a really cool avatar that a lot of people liked.
No, Robin is one of the best Lord characters, I think.
Yeah.
And then
what is your favorite Fire Emblem? Yeah.
Awakening.
Zelda's gonna have some like hipster choice that no one's heard of.
It's Sacred Stones, which is a very popular choice.
I know. I think Fire Emblem is interesting because like the amount of people with a favorite is like relatively evenly balanced. Like
nobody likes Guardian except for me.
Yeah, except for like the ones that got remakes.
Yeah, basically.
What's your least favorite Fire Emblem?
Revelations, Fates.
Yeah,
the third path.
Mine would be Shadow Dragon, which is the remake of the first one, the one with Martha in it.
And that's my second favorite game.
I haven't played the first one, but it would probably be the first one if I ever played it.
Yeah, and Fire Emblem's cool because Fire Emblem appeals both to like people who like stories and characters.
Wait, this isn't killed. Like, fuck, don't land! I needed to send Naysala out there so Leanne wouldn't fucking die.
Couldn't she like Kanto back?
I was Kanto back.
This is the downside of Turtle.
Please tell me this isn't a kill boss chapter.
Okay, Mia, can you do me a favor? Go around the map and click on everyone that has a purge tome. That way you know when they're fucking coming towards you.
There is nobody left with a purge dome so far.
What about that dude, the top right?
You're one of the worst Fire Emblem players I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, this guy is a purge dome.
Me a turtling in a game that has anti-turtle mechanics.
I just like don't know why you can't like Mia's that fucking meme where it's like Zelfie's the mom in the car and Mia's the kid crying and Zelfie's like, why can't you be normal?
Because I'm a turtle.
Yeah, my sister's nickname is actually Turtle.
Turtle? How does she approach playing Fire Emblem games?
She doesn't play Fire Emblem. She plays Roblox.
She's a tool in the system.
She's like 16. I think she likes Minecraft.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't actually know. I think those are the only video games she plays. She doesn't really play video games.
I remember one time my cousin had a friend over, and the friend tried to explain Minecraft to me like I was so old that I'd never heard of it before.
How old were they, and how old were you?
7 and 19.
They were 19?
I was 19. They were 7.
How old were they a guy or a girl?
A girl.
Oh, that's kind of cute. If it was a guy, I'd call them an asshole.
Kaz, go stream this game right now. Show me that you can play this better than me. Do it.
Kaz could actually probably play better than you.
I was gonna make it through the first 10 chapters in like one day.
As I actually would love to see you like complete this game within like 2 weeks of starting it.
There's a good chance Cass could probably complete this game before we do. Let's be real.
Yeah, I'm being real right now. I'm saying he could probably finish it in about 1/5 the time it's taken you so far.
Yeah, this is gonna, if this hits 53 episodes, we hit a length that's as much as Path of Radiance and Trails combined.
Yeah, I'm
still surprised it takes us this long, but I guess it's what happens
when
you're playing a horror game.
The entire time.
And I constantly get surprised because I feel like it really shouldn't be taking that long. I feel like if this was literally anyone else playing this game besides Mia, that statement would be true.
I have had an indefensibly bad performance in Radiant Dawn, honestly.
Yeah, you know, this is really worse than your NFE PL performance from like 2 years ago.
Yeah, and Mia has not learned the consequences of her actions.
Okay, first off, Finn, outside of last year while I was a builder that got thrown in randomly, I have never gone negative in NFEPL.
Oh wait, no, you were the person who went 5-1 and your whole team lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is worse than your OM World Cup performance.
Yeah, that was bad. I don't know why I got thrown into NFE.
I shouldn't have
chosen OM World Cup. For a second, I thought she got like put into like actual World Cup.
Yeah, she was in other
World Cup.
Hey, OM World Cup is moderately prestigious.
No, for some reason I got thrown into NFE despite being like, hey, I have not played this tier in over a year.
Yeah,
like,
I told them to
we'll start you. That's perfect.
Yeah, I told them to draft you, but I did not tell them to start you, so that's their fault.
No, like my two skills in OMs are building Sun Moon NFE and speaking in Rose emotes.
Maybe I'll start Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn just to finish it before Mia does.
You play games like lightning fast. You probably would.
I don't play them that. No, I do.
The issue is if I don't finish it in like 1 or 2 settings, I struggle to come back to games.
Yeah. I have a problem that apparently a lot of people have where it's like you get to the final boss and then you're just like, oh, okay, I'm basically done. Let me go play something else.
I actually don't do that, Mia. I think you're kind of psychotic for that.
That's what happened with the Paper Mario Origami game. I've not beat the final boss, but I've gotten to the final boss, so I feel like I'm done because I've done everything.
Paper Mario, the game you played on stream.
I know. I've considered playing like I want to play like the Paper Mario games I haven't played on stream, except those are Sticker Star and Color Splash. You're so close to 10
Did you ever play Origami King?
I did. We were literally just talking about that right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Zelfie.
How'd you like it?
Listen to women.
I thought it was neat. I thought it was cute.
I thought it was a good Paper Mario game. Okay, yeah. Maybe. Okay, when I say good Paper Mario game, I mean, yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. It was charming.
It was fun with Paper Mario's name attached to it.
Yeah. It was not
because I know when people think Paper Mario game, they think 64 TDYD.
Yeah.
I think, going back to what you were saying, yeah, for me, it's like I'll complete 75% of the game and then not finish it. But if I get to the final boss, I'll do it.
Yeah. Like the Final Fantasy game you're playing?
No, I finished 5. It was awful. It made me want to
finish the game. I think there was post game you didn't want to do or something.
Oh, there was post game I didn't do, but I did complete the final boss. It was really stupid.
Yeah, I was there.
Anyway,
wasn't it like really easy?
Shockingly, I actually get to battle save because we made it to the end of the stream and we're not done. So.
Oh my god.
Thank fucking
God.
You
make me want to cheat.
Mia should literally just let me parsec the game. So you guys can podcast, and I just blitz through it.
We were podcasting anyways. When is my poor playing ability in this game have ever stopped?
It means we have less episodes of podcast and more episodes of literally anything else.
Me and I don't have any more shared media experiences to deal with. What are we gonna do?
Don't know.
Fuck.
Ranking every single episode.
Now next time on Radiant Dawn, my stream.
Good night, everybody. See you Saturday. Or Sunday. Sunday.